Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome, 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 my little tattle tales. Listen, the season of the witch is upon us. You guys, what do I talk about? First of all, what's up, B? What's up, Lily? What's up, everybody out there in the Twitter sphere? Y'all, the season of the witch is upon us. What am I talking about? Listen, I was trying to mind my business and not being messy. You know, I'm a reformed, messy person, right? Lisa said, "Who's got marshmallows?" I'm a reformed, messy person. I've been trying to clean up and y'all brought me back to the streets. Y'all, what am I talking about? Portia's family matters. Woo! Okay, so first of all, right? Let's say hi. Hey, for anybody that doesn't want to listen to me say hi, there will be timestamps down in the description box. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Audacity of Ambition. Hey, 601 Diva. Let's say hi in the Simon voice. Hey, Sun Kiss Never Burnt. Hey, Money Loves. Hey, Lenny. Hey, Sasha. Hey, Lisa. What's up, everyone? Hey, Lacoste Man. Hey, Miss Kiki. First of all, we have to just say, hey, Sherry O'Keefe. First of all, right? That trailer came out, and all I heard was "put it in and make him want to marry me." Put it in and make him want to marry me. Y'all, we're going to get into this trailer. We're going to get into the exclusive tea. But first of all, let's get into this bag. B, didn't I tell y'all? Did I not tell y'all? What? Listen, you know what? Don't anyone ever come in my comments calling me a goddamn liar. When I told y'all that, first of all, I told y'all that Porsha got into a fight on her show. Y'all were in the comments calling me a liar. Not y'all, but y'all know who you are, right? Not you, but you in the back. I told y'all it was going to be a hot ghetto mess. That's why they said it was a hit. I told y'all. Y'all told me I was lying. I told you that Porsha literally threw her family under the bus because the three storylines she had, first Black Lives Matter, then having a rich fiance, that was all thrown under the bus. Y'all called me a liar. I told y'all this 5 weeks ago. If y'all want to know where, I talked about it on my lives, but I also have exclusive members only live where I give exclusive tea to my members. It's only $4.99 a month if you want to sign up. It's $5. It's super cheap. But what I do is twice a month, I have a members only live where we get into exclusive gossip. We know flight attendants. We know people that work at hotels. We know people that work on production on set. We know people that star on set. We know people that are actresses, models, actors. We know people, and by we, I mean me, know people. And so we know accountants. We know people that work for the IRS. We know people that work for the U.S. Attorney's Office. We know people. So when I give you guys tea, you guys think I'd be bullshitting. And listen, I know a lot of people just on YouTube listen to other people's stuff and just make up shit off the top of their head. Some people are super, super legit, right? Layla Lynn, legit. Grace Report, legit. All True Tea on Instagram, legit. Some people are truly legit. Some people just watch other people's comments and then they make up shit off the top of their head. Some people just read the press releases. I'm not pointing names to anyone, but what I'm saying is when I tell y'all I have exclusive tea, I have exclusive tea. I told y'all this a month and a half ago, what her show was about, how they were going to spin it, and what it was going to look like. I told you guys. And I just want us to join hands, and realize I was right. All right. So let's do the marry me dance for myself. I was right. I called it right. My sources are super legit, and they never have led me or you guys wrong. Now, let's talk about, if you guys want to see all the tea I said about the spinoff, for members only, I have exclusive members only live. There are a bunch of lives up there right now, but you have to be members only to access them. The lives are super long. So if you like to clean your house, ignore the people at work, your kids, feed them some Oreos. They've been eating healthy food all week. Pop in some, give them some Oreos, get your popcorn, a glass of wine, and pop in. You can listen to it while you're cleaning, working, on your way to work. If your man's getting on your nerves, if your woman's getting on your nerves, whoever is getting on your nerves, it's there. It's only $4.99. Sign up for join memberships. I think there's a pinned link to join because my next exclusive live is going to be this Friday coming up, and I got even more exclusive tea that I'm saving for my Tattle Tells, and then I'll release it to the general public later. But I just want to say I told you so, and I was right, right? Hey, one tall girl, what's going on, right? Yeah, Neds. You're a few minutes late because you guys are used to me rolling in whenever I want. I actually popped in on time because I knew y'all gonna be talking a mess. I knew, and plus B's always texting me like, did you forget about us? So I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna have B, the best moderator, chasing after B because she usually does to bring me in because it'd be 15 minutes late and I'll be like, oh yeah, alive. Thanks, B. But anyway, sign up for the thing. There's another exclusive live, but let's get into this tea. I told y'all she was fighting. I told you she was fighting with a woman. This Friday, my exclusive live, I'm going to tell you who she was fighting with because I know exactly who she was fighting with and that fight that came out. It wasn't Dennis. And listen, Dennis and Simon, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. I'm going to talk about their fight, but it didn't come to verbal blows, but it was a fight for someone else. Just like when Fallon's, Sharon, the guy that Fallon's has a baby with, clapped back at Simon because he thought that Simon was talking to him, but Simon was trying to throw little subliminals at Dennis because now that Porsha is fighting with Dennis, and we're going to talk about that, Simon, because you know he likes to triangulate. If you don't know what it is, Google it, right? He likes to triangulate where you create a divide in the relationship so that all things point to you. And he was basically saying that Dennis didn't deserve his rights as a father with PJ. Imagine a ninja that talks like this, looks like this, right? And dances like this, telling you that don't even watch his own damn kids, right? That doesn't even watch his own kids, telling you that you don't have the right to be a father. Now, let's get into this because I took notes, right? First of all, let's talk about how the pursuit, and I'm just say it, let's talk about how Porsha's family matters. First of all, for those of you guys that did not catch it, right? Porsha's family matters. I think the name is actually really disrespectful. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. But I think the names, because if you didn't notice it, Bravo was still trying to be like, oh, no. First, it was a Black Lives Matter spinoff. That didn't work because we know unless the cameras are working, Portia's not there from what we see, right? Then it was supposed to be about her rich jet-setting boyfriend, right? Someone, don't know who, blew that out the water. Next up, it was supposed to be a vacation. That's nothing big. Every time Bravo gives somebody a chance, they give them a vacation. If you notice, Porsha's family matters. It's supposed to be a spin on Black Lives Matter. It's supposed to be a spin on Black Lives Matter, which I find very disrespectful that they're even still trying to incorporate that or still allowing Porsha to incorporate it. But let's start off with the premise of the show. Like I reported, in my members only exclusive lives, they are 2 hours long. They are a great key. Sign up, join the membership. You have access to all the old lives, and a new live is coming up. It's members only. You can call, you can chat, we can call in. It's a nice intimate group, so you don't have to worry about everybody being in your business, but it's a very safe place, right? She has her family, but now follow me on this. The family she has is the Hosea side, right? Now, a lot of you guys might not know this, but Porsha actually doesn't mess with the Hosea side. Why? Because it's been rumored. First of all, Portia's mom used to work for the Hosea's Foundation. However, she was let go because from what I've heard, and you guys can Google this, there was something with money or something was mismanaged. They weren't happy with her and they let her go. Now, this could be up for debate, right? Go ahead and Google, get your own opinions, but she was let go. Porsha and her mom were not really embraced, from what I've heard, was not really embraced by the Hosea side. But do you know whose mom was? Lauren's mom. Do you know whose mom was embraced by the Hosea? Whose mom was embraced by Hosea? Lauren's mom. Whose mom was embraced by the Hosea side with the foundation? Lauren's mom. Who is super, super tight with the Hosea side? Lauren is super tight. Portia's not. Now, this is very important to remember as I continue in this story. Just hold on to this, right? So even though she used that legacy to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they don't really mess with her like that. And she never really messed with them. Partly because she never messed with them, but also partly because, now follow me on this, the shit with her mom. They never embraced her mom. Now, you know that old African proverb? Okay, I don't know if it's actually old African proverb, but I heard it on Black Panther where, you need to embrace the child or else they'll tear down the whole village trying to feel its worth, right? Just follow me on this. I know I'm quoting Marvel, but it's going somewhere. So, Portia's whole plan for her vacation wasn't working out. They tried to film her birthday. That was a bust because they realized Porsha doesn't really have any friends. She keeps a very small circle. So she doesn't have a lot of celebrity friends like Candace does, right? Simon's not really rich, so they couldn't do this, right? And the more they dug into Simon, the more they were like, okay, this isn't really going to work for a storyline either. The family vacation thing was very, very boring when they were just filming her in the Howard Johnson swimming pool with her fiance playing mommy to the 5 kids, right? 6, including Pilar. Okay, fine. But when the family came down, all this stuff happened. And from what my sources are telling me, I know y'all think Porsha is a big dum dum, right? And in certain ways she is, but in up with her discernment. But when it comes to being emotionally intelligent, Porsha is crazy like a fox. Now follow me on this. You have a side of the family that you don't mess with. You don't mess with because they feel they did they did your mom dirty. Second of all, your father was never really in your life and all this stuff, and it caused you great pain. The family of the father doesn't really mess with you like that, but they mess with your sister for obvious reasons. Porsha, from what my sources are telling me, actually set her family up. And it's really weird because you set it up to destroy the legacy. The Hosea side, the Hosea Foundation, this legacy of Black activism, right? Of activism. She got them on reality TV. She did not school them. She did not tell them about green screen. She didn't tell them about making sure the producers don't pry. She literally threw them to the wolves. If anybody's never known anything about reality TV, you need to be prepped. Somebody needs to teach you the ropes, or else they will rip your life apart and make you look like the biggest fool. She literally put them on to fight like cats and dogs, instigating, saying smart stuff with the green screen, doing all this stuff so that they would get on and they could milk a fool. They're not going to focus on Hosea. They're not going to focus on the legacy. All they're going to do, like Bravo does, is focus on tearing down legacies. And if you think about it, everyone's saying, me included, why would Porsha set her family up to look stupid and basically besmirch that legacy and her father's legacy? Well, the reason she would do it and the reason she did it is because she doesn't like them in the first place. And she literally killed 2 birds with 1 stone. She literally messed up their legacy. She got them out looking stupid. And yeah, they can like maybe do a press release or go on YouTube. If anybody wants to come on YouTube, you're welcome on my channel. Even post stuff on Instagram. But at the end of the day, Porsha's the one sitting in front of the green screens. Porsha's the one that has an audience of millions buy this Bravo thing, and they'll just have a small little voice. So she did it. And if you think about it, it's what my sources are telling me, and it makes sense. She did it because she doesn't mess with the family, and she actually did want to destroy the family. And because Porsha is such a good actress and such a chameleon, like Jake Chastain said, remember I said, hold on to that, right? Because she is, when she approached them, they literally thought that bygones were bygones. Like, yeah, because Porsha's so charismatic and she's so good at being phony, right? So when she approached him up during the show, it was like, listen, I know that you guys have problems with my mom and this and that, but I've grown, she's grown. Let's let bygones be bygones. Come on my show. This is going to help elevate the Hosea Foundation. This is going to elevate the work. I do activism now. I'm ready to fulfill this legacy, and we can all get money together. We can all work together, right? So come on the show. That's what they thought they were coming on the show. But instead, Porsha was using them as sacrificial lambs for ratings, to look a fool, and also to besmirch the reputation. Remember what I said about you have to hold those children in the village tight, because if not, they'll take down the whole village in order to fill the burn. That's what was going on. I know y'all think Porsha is a big dum-dum, and she is in some ways, but she's also very, very calculating. She also kind of finessed Simon. Hey, what's up, that too? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you so much for the super side, Thato. I'm like that too. Or maybe it is that. We'll call you Thato. She also, if you want to think about it, finesse Simon. Now, we're going to get into Simon because at the end of the day, all things can be true, right? What Fallon said about Simon, that he's a narcissist, that he said, that can be true, but you can also meet your match. Porsha and Simon, from what everybody's telling me and from what we see, are very well suited in the fact they're both 2 horrible people that really bring out the worst in each other. What do I mean? You know how like the people around you, sometimes we all have bad tendencies, right? All of us, right? All of us. We all have bad tendencies. But the people around us, usually when you start wilding out, will be like, yo, you're wrong. Don't do that. You're tripping. You need to stop, right? Porsha and Simon are unique in the fact that they both feed into each other's bad tendencies. When Simon wants to be a jerk, Portia's like, yeah, babe, right? When Porsha is doing this type of low down stuff, he's like, well, this is what they deserve, because he likes to triangulate people. So they are both. However, Simon actually might be Portia's undoing. We'll get into that later, but let me just start off by saying this, right? Simon, my sources have been telling me that Porsha has been wanting to take shots at Fallon for the longest. Now, I know what you're saying. How could she be mad when you're the one that stole this girl's husband, right? You're the one that stole this girl's husband. So how can you be mad? But logic has never really worked with Porsha, right? Logic doesn't really work. The reason why she's so mad is because she's mad that Fallon even has a play. She's very competitive. She has a weird thing because her father left her for another woman. She likes breaking up relationships too, and it makes her feel like she won. I'm not going to get too much into psychoanalytical, but for anybody that knows, she keeps recreating the situation her father created with Lauren's mom, only she wants to be Lauren's mom. She wants to be the person that breaks up a family. She wants to be the person that somebody walks away from everybody they loved for them. She wants to step into that thing, right? But she's been wanting to take shots at Fallon for a while. But she knows she has this America's sweetheart thing going on. So she can't take direct shots, right? Because she'll be the wrong one. So she keeps doing these little subliminals on Instagram that only Fallon and Jalen and Simon understand. She keeps doing these subliminals because she wants them to get them react. Fallon, being a Taurus, is like, I'm not going to react. That's one thing. Don't try to get a Taurus to react, because they won't. They won't. They won't. And when they do react, if they react, they will tear everything apart. But Fallon is mature and she's like, I'm not taking the bait. So what does she have Simon doing on the show? She has him talking about Fallon. She has her family talking about Fallon. So she could sit there with that dumb look on her face, wide eye, like, now why y'all say that? Why y'all say that? I mean, yeah, but don't say that. That's what Porsha wants to do. She wants to literally have everybody else looking a damn fool while she looks like, I just have love in my heart, and her little fake Southern Belle thing. Now, let's get to the fight though. The fight, I'm going to talk about the fight in my exclusive members only live, who the fight was with. Because, y'all, I've been known for 2 months who the fight was with. I told you guys a month and a half ago about the fight, but I didn't want to say who the fight was with because that kind of would expose who my source was on the filming of Porsha's Family Matters, right? But I can tell you, it's not between Dennis and Simon. They have their own booth. We're going to talk about that. And in my exclusive members only live, it's on Friday. Sign up for $4.99 to have access to the members only live. You can talk, you can call in, you can do whatever. I'll drop the link. And also, if you want to see the past gossip for what I said, go on and sign up. And of course, you get access to all the old videos. I think I did this one not last time, but the one before that is the one that has all that. But I'm going to expose who she was fighting with. Now, if you notice on the thing, she didn't really throw punches. I mean, she did. She was fighting, but she was literally trying to grab the microphone boom and beat this woman. Y'all, when you find out who she was trying to fight, you are going to lose all respect for Porsha, because Porsha doesn't have any limits. You know, I used to always think, because y'all know me, I always think the man's wrong. If the man didn't do it, I'm like, well, look at his daddy. Some man did it. Y'all know it's always the man's fault with me, right? So I cut Porsha slack because I was like, no, she's a victim of manipulation with Simon and all this stuff. Y'all, Porsha ain't a victim of nothing. She is a willing participant. She revels in it. Y'all saw her at the table when she's like, I'm his fourth wife. And what? And what? She was proud of that. She revels in the fact that she broke up a marriage. I mean, listen, we already know she had no limits because you went after your co-worker's husband. I don't care if they were in a bad place. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can say what you want. There has to be limits in this world. If you're beautiful, if you're smart, if you're talented, if you're handsome, if you got money, you should be able to get anyone. So why you go after this person? That lets you know not only what she's capable of, but what she's into. She went after her co-worker's husband. No shame. She's shameless. And you know what? The first season of Porsha, we didn't see who she was because she was with Cordell putting on that church mouse act. The second season, you saw who Porsha is. Porsha is shameless. She'll do whatever she needs to get ahead. Listen, no shame in her game. Do you? Is it going to be me? No. Would it have to be me? No. I don't have to steal my coworker's husband to get ahead in life. But Obviously, she feels like she does. So we're not going to shame her. We're just going to say, all right, do what you need to do. Clearly, you don't have faith in your ability, in your talent, and whatever. But we already saw Porsha shameless. She literally sat across the table with her grandmother, with her family, with her mom and her sister, proud, being like, actually, I'm going to be his fourth wife. Actually, proud as can be, super, super shameless. You guys, this is the type of person we are working with. And this is the type of person that didn't think twice about throwing her family under the bus, didn't think twice of luring her family, the Hosea Foundation, that did so much good in Atlanta. Really, they really have done his legacy well. Literally lured them on with the thing that, like, no, it's going to be about activism and we're going to show the world and we're going to create a legacy. Literally lured them on so that she could have them. She could make a fool of them. She could wild out and she could act a fool. But y'all, when y'all find out who she was trying to fight, your jaws are going to drop. Hey, what's up, B? What's up? You guys, I'm going to drop the call-in link in a second. I just want to go through this mess. I actually took notes from my sources. Let me get more into the notes, right? Now, let's just remember one of the reasons why, right? One of the reasons why y'all might be like, oh, it's not that deep with Hosea's Foundation. Actually, it is, because let me tell you about the childhood rearing, right? He married Porsha's mom first, right? He married Miss Diane first, right? Then he moved Lauren's mom into the house. Yes, he had them all playing house. And let me tell you something. Porsha's mom was not down with it. She was not happy. She didn't want to pay. She did not want her own little version of Big Love. You guys, if you don't believe me, this is verifiable truth. You can check it out for yourself. Go Google it if you don't believe me, right? He moved Lauren's mom into the house. Porsha's mom was not happy with this. She loved this man with all his heart. And guess what? Lauren came along, right? And then he kicked Porsha's mom's out. And it was just him and Lauren and her mom, right? He decided he wanted nothing to do with Miss Diane. When he kicked them out, Miss Diane had nothing. She had no money. She had no connections. And not only that, that was her man. That was her world. And she literally, so imagine being brokenhearted with no man, no money. The other woman sitting there living your life and you could do nothing. Porsha went through some dark times and she saw her mom go through some dark times. And let me tell y'all something. As unevolved as she is, Porsha is a goddamn cancer. And there's one thing cancers don't play about. They do not play about their mom. The fact that the Hosea Foundation was dumb enough to believe that Porsha had forgotten all the shit that her mom went through, that Porsha had forgotten. Where's my lip gloss? Sorry, so busy talking trash and my lips are dry. That Porsha had forgotten to think that that Porsha had gotten over all this stuff, all the hardship, the fact that that man wasn't even in her life. He was in Lauren's life. Y'all can say what y'all want. Porsha does not feel any type of kinship to, at least in my opinion, to her father. He was not in her life. He didn't play a role. And from that, all the issues Porsha had with men all stem from him. And then she went to that foundation that literally fired her mom, never messed with the family, and in her mind, had she not been Real Housewives of Atlanta, wouldn't even claim her. And y'all want to sit there? Oh, hey, what's up, Grace Report? Shout out to the Grace Report. You guys, what am I saying? Of course, y'all know who the Grace Report are. If you guys have been living under a rock and you do not follow the Grace Report, go ahead and follow me and Grace and a few other, me and Grace. Grace is kind enough that she's going to, we're going to do something together about the pursuit of Porsha. When Grace is ready to announce, we will announce it. But you guys, Tattle Tells, make sure you look out for me on the Grace Report channel, right? Now, right? No, Najee. No, here's the funny thing. Porsha's mom was his wife also. They were married. A lot of people think that they were girlfriend and boyfriend. Najee, they were married. Google doesn't always get it right. They were married. And he literally, I know on good authority, go to Fulton County, they were married, right? Yo, and shout out to Erica De Niro, the diva. What's up, diva? Ooh, I got Grace Report and Erica De Niro. Put it on and make him want to marry me. Put it on and make him want to marry me. Erica De Niro be talking about, like the state of the Black community. Grace Report be talking about everything. Y'all come back. Welcome to the gutter with me because we drag it today and we're having a roast. But follow Erica De Niro too. I've been following Grace and Erica De Niro, but I don't have to say anything. There's 598 people of y'all in the chat. Y'all know who they are. And if you're not, get on top of that, right? Okay, so listen. A couple of things that I want to go into because I took notes. They were spilling tea, right? Listen, Mandy, I saw the article that Simon put on his IG. I'm doing a video. Listen, I know I've been on vacation, but they have awakened me. I feel alive today. I'm posting a video about that too. So I'm going to give, but let me shut up because Simon's probably going to try to change that shit because every time I expose him in a lie, he makes a new one, So here it goes, right? Now, let me get into the tea, right? Where y'all want to start at? So listen, this is why she said. So Porsha is crazy like a fox. Sign up for my members only live. It's going to be this Friday. You can see the old stuff. I'm going to tell y'all who Porsha was fighting with this Friday. You're not going to believe it. You're going to lose all respect for her. Because when I heard it, and I didn't hear it from one person, I heard it from 10 different sources, including somebody that's actually on production on that film. Y'all, So, wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, they're not production. The point is just pay attention, right? All right, so as far as Simon being on that, now if you think about what happened with Simon when Fallon got jumped on and Simon stood by there like a goddamn coward and watched her be jumped on by 9 different women. If y'all don't think this is true, go look in records. There was actually a court case, and some of the people did jail time over this. So this actually happened. Simon stood there like a goddamn coward, right? If you believe that he didn't set it up, he stood there at best. At worst, he set it up. At best, he stood there like a coward. The reason he gave there for standing there like a coward is the fact that, right? I got a lot of tea, y'all, so dig in. It's the fact that he said, I got too much to lose. You're not ruining my reputation. I got too much to lose, right? So I said, this is odd that he says this because you're now on TV with this woman grabbing boom mics from the sound engineers trying to beat another woman over the head. When y'all find out who this woman is, you are not going to believe it, but I'm going to say it in my members only live, $4.99. Go ahead, sign up. And I said, but why would he do that? Because why aren't you worried about your reputation now? And that's when I said, all right, so 2 things can be true. Simon's a goddamn coward and watched a woman be beat up in his presence and was too scared to do something about it, right? But he used that as excuse because you can't be worried about your reputation. And then I said, but then maybe I was talking to them because they were actually there when it happened. I said, but wouldn't Simon, right? Wouldn't Simon be like really, really, hey, Denise, thank you for the super chat. Woo, hiya. But I said, but wouldn't Simon, right? Let me make sure I stay on top of these super chats because y'all know I love super chats. Gifts are gladly accepted. So I said, but wouldn't Simon be embarrassed by what happened with, just what happened with Porsha? Just John that said, what do you expect from an aging video vixen, part-time Stepford sister wife? I heard you, Jonda. Annette said, hold on. Annette said, Simon probably wondered if he's going to be run down by the Underground Railroad. Yo, listen, let me tell y'all something, right? So I said, wouldn't Simon actually be like, feel some type of way that you didn't get you didn't like you're embarrassed by Porsha? And that's when they said, not really. Because Simon is so thirsty for fame, he just wants to be put on. Because I thought about it. How could you care about your reputation when everybody knows you from always being in the strip club and buying out the bottles, right? You don't want to be known as a respected businessman. You can't because you don't have any business. More on this later this week. In the members only live, I'm dropping exclusive tea, y'all, even about Simon's businesses and that page, right? And his 400 million and where it comes from. And you guys know I have details, right? And the 400 million doesn't exist. I don't want to imply that, but I do have details, right? But I said, your only reputation is like literally desperately clinging to youth. And we all know from Simon, right? He's 60 and he looks like he's 70 and he acts like he's 80 and he dresses like he's 90-year-old with cataracts, right? So it's almost like, what reputation? Like, do you live in a dream world? And also, you wouldn't really care about your reputation because I don't care what y'all say. Everybody saw the last season of The Real Housewives. Everybody saw Bolo Gate. Everybody saw what happened. So you're literally flossing with this woman that literally slept with a stripper while 9 people were in the house. And you didn't quietly creep into like a bathroom and cover your mouth or go downstairs to the laundry room and, put some music on. No, you were having a good old time with the, ooh, yeah, do it. Your turn, flip me. She was being as loud as possible. She didn't care. She wanted everybody to know that she was truly seeing Bolo. No, Bolo was seeing Porsha for real, right? That's what she wanted everybody to know. And it was on there, and nobody believed she didn't sleep. And the people were there knows not only did she sleep, but she was loud enough. Kenya went downstairs to say she was getting a bottle because she heard the noises up on the second floor around the corner. Everybody heard what was going on. But let's get back into Simon's reputation. Simon is so desperate to be put on, and the producers know that. They actually wanted to use him a little bit more for storylines, but the thing is with that, everything's a fraud. Everything's a fake. They couldn't confirm. And to that point, Bravo doesn't really care, but Simon was a special brand of fake it till you make it that they just had to be like, all right, we're just going to have to let this go. We're going to have to let it go. Now, Simon, so desperate to get on, Simon is getting paid a penance. None of Portia's family, if they got paid pennies, right? But we all know from what people are telling her that she lured them in, right? She lured that in hopes, right? In hopes of embarrassing them and ripping apart that legacy that she is not privy to. Again, remember, she's not privy to that legacy. So what does she care about tearing it apart? And she got beef and how they treated her mom. Simon's not getting paid anything. It's pittance. Dennis, maybe, but it's pittance. Everybody else, they literally were doing it just for exposure because they thought this was going to be an activism show. However, as we can see, it isn't. Now, let's talk about how they rewrote the show a bunch of times. And again, y'all should actually message Bravo and write Bravo because it's very insulting that you change it to Portia's Family Matters, a spin and a take on Black Lives Matters. It's very insulting, I think. I would reach out and actually say something, right? But let's get in this, right? Dennis and Porsha, right? They keep trying to paint Dennis and Porsha like some Courtney and Scott Disick, right? You know them, star-crossed lovers. Scott can't never get right. Courtney finally moved on and found love. They keep trying to paint them as Dennis and Porsha as the love of the life, right? Now, the problem with that is Scott and Dennis are two different people in the fact that Dennis was never into Porsha. Porsha literally did say that her and Dennis were dating for a year before she got pregnant. Anyone that's in Atlanta knows them knows that's not true. They literally were dating and she wound up pregnant 3 or 4 weeks later because he gave her a few what is it, Gucci bags or Fendi bag, whatever. He gave her a few designer bags on camera. Porsha saw that he had this. Porsha saw that he had that, and she was like, damn, there's money here. Again, Porsha's very good with charismatic with manipulating people, but she's not that smart with actually verifying things, right? So Porsha was like, damn, they might have money. And she decided because Lauren was having a baby, she wanted to have a baby. She didn't know when. She decided to go, and she thought by having a baby with Dennis, not only could she build something, but she lured Dennis in being like, listen, we could be a power couple. We can run things like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and we can really build something. That's what she got Dennis. And Dennis is used to being with women that builds. The only thing is, from all reports, Porsha is lazy. She doesn't want to work. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you want to be a type of person that just has your man, listen, if you want to be a stripper, be a stripper. If you want to be taken care of, fine. If you want to be a career woman, do you. The problem is that when Porsha approaches men, she, for whatever reason, keeps playing herself, saying that, no, I want to work. I want to be independent. So she gets men that expect her to build with them. Porsha doesn't want to build, and Porsha is lazy. Porsha hasn't been able to build anything in the 10 years she's been on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she keeps giving, and again, let's use car examples. A Porsche is a nice car, But if I go to the dealership for a Bentley and I buy a Bentley and I go to drive it off and they tell me I got a Porsche, right? The first thing I'm going to say is, I didn't pay for this. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem that Porsha has with the men. She keeps doing, right? She keeps to it. Listen, you guys, there are 715 people in the chat. I will drop the call in link once I get to 400 likes. Once I get to 400 likes, y'all can call in, ask me questions, give your 2 cents. We can do the damn thing. But there's 715 people in here. You guys, let's get to 400 likes and I'll drop the call in link. All y'all gotta do is hit the button. We can get to 400 likes in 2 seconds. Just hit the like button, all right? Now, right? Y'all can hit the dislike button if you want to, because it all helps the algorithm. Now, right? Let's get into this, right? She's lazy. And let's circle it back to Simon, how the production was saying that Simon has been side-eyeing Porsha. Because even though Portia's been like, I'm a career woman, and he's like, this is the hardest working woman I've ever seen, trying to take shots at Fallon, because he used to always tell Fallon she ain't want to work and do anything. Meanwhile, Fallon was trying to get jobs at Starbucks. More on that later in the members only live this Friday. I have exclusive tea on behind what really went on with Fallon and Simon's relationship. And this is not approved by Fallon or Simon. But I'm giving y'all the real tea, including how Fallon at one point was so desperate to escape Simon that she wanted to work at Starbucks. But you know what? $4.99 setup. I'll see you guys this Friday because we're going into people's business and it's going to be the nosy variety, right? Anyway, right? So Simon's looking at Porsha because in the beginning, he was literally using her. That's why he left Fallon. Fallon has the body type he likes, the skin tone he likes, the personality, the elegance, the class. Fallon is Simon's type 100%. Porsha, beautiful woman, but if you like a type like if you like a woman like Fallon, right? You're not necessarily going to go with a woman like Porsha. That's all I'm saying. That is, oh, hey, Rim, what's up? Thank you for the super chat, Rim. Let me get into these super chats. Hold on. Oh, Kathy Lee. Thank you, Mama. Kathy Lee said Portia's family matter is looking like it's going to be a hot mess. Kathy Lee, we're going to get into that. You have no idea what a hot mess it's going. Listen, because Kathy Lee dropped a super chat, I will say the hottest mess is when you find out who she's actually fighting with, because it's a goddamn shame. I'm revealing that on my members only super chat. I'm also revealing some behind the scenes on the way Portia's been throwing subliminals at Fallon and Jalen since this all started. And nobody's put the subliminals together, but I did, because y'all know I love putting things together, right? Now, hold on, right? Thank you so much, Kathy Lee, for that super chat. Woo! And you guys, we're almost at the likes. Go ahead and hit that like button. When we get the 400 likes, I'm going to drop the call-in link and we can hear what the people have to say. But look this, right? Simon was looking at Porsha crazy during the filming because she started quitting her jobs. And he's looking at her like, wait, how are you quitting jobs? And I'm supposed to be using you. Now, here's another thing. I was under the impression that Simon and Porsha, like Simon was lying to Porsha and Porsha had no idea that Simon was broke. Here's the thing. At first, Porsha did think that he had a lot of money. She fell for it. But then over time, she started to see that Simon has scammer money. Sometimes there's money, sometimes there's not. But anybody that's ever messed with scammer money know you got to spend it as soon as possible because it might not be there tomorrow. Scammer money can't buy a house. Scammer money can't send your kids to college. Scammer money can't create generational wealth, but scammer money can put you on a private plane. Scammer money can take you shopping and get you a couple of Versace outfits that are 10 sizes too small. Scammer money can do that, right? So she's happy to do that. She's also looking at Simon as on till it's gone, because now that she knows there's no money, Simon was the only dummy that decided to film with her because he has nothing to lose. She needs someone to create this drama with her family. So she's also going to have her family talking about Simon like a dog, right? Talking about Simon like a dog, not for the reasons you think, but also production thinks that Porsha right now is trying to distance herself a little bit from Simon. Now, I know they're putting on the happy couple act because the show's about to drop and they have to do the thing, right? Side note, I had to show y'all something. Why does Simon, yes, we're about to be petty because this was a roast, right? Why does Simon kiss like this? I wanted to show y'all something. Hold on, for all y'all in the chat, and we got to do it, right? Hold on, let's get to this. Turn my brightness up. Why does he kiss like this? Look at the lips. Why are his lips 3 inches out? Ew, I can't believe she laid down with this man and did the horizontal La Bamba. We're going to get into the tea, but y'all, ugh, jeepers creepers, look at this. Why is his lips? Hold on, let me put it. Why is his lips 3 inches? His lips is past his nose. He is trying to eat her. He looks like an alien the first day in his human body, trying to like. My lips can't even go out. Who has that much control of their lips? His lips are past his nose. His lips are past his nose. Him reaching, they have a okay, anyway, let's get back. Let's get back. I know y'all like focus, Tisa, focus. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you want. It's gonna be a slew of things if y'all like this roast, right? Now here's the thing. Let me see who else super chatted me. I want to make sure I get all that. Kathy Lee, thank you so much for that super chat. Let's see who else. Am I missing anything else? I just want to know what. But can someone tell me what I want? Listen, listen. Everybody's worried about who shot JFK. This is what y'all should be worried about. Everybody's worrying about what's going on in the world and climate control. This is what y'all should be worried about. How much do you need to make a come up? How much do you need to make money? How much that you will literally let this man whose lips, when he tries to kiss you, have a mind of their own coming out past his goddamn nose? Look at how far those lips, I just can't. I just can't. I just, my lips can't even come out. That's just it when you just like sit down, like, ew, leave me alone. All right. So here's the thing, right? Here is the thing, right? So, right now, she's not in that show. She's not, and there's a funny thing about how Porsha set up her family. In that thing, right? She is not who said Victoria said, I'm worried about Sleepy Joe. Victoria, stop. Woo, Bruce, thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to Bismakowitz. Thank you. So anyway, right? She's now here's the thing how that Rim, thank you so much. Yes, support. Listen, this is how you know that Porsha set up the Hosea side of the family. And get ready for the Hosea side, probably when they see how they're portrayed, to release a statement saying they don't stand with that, they don't this. Now, this is the activists that said remember when their engagement announcement came out and they said that he had the gall to say that him and Porsha were the symbol of Black love that our community so desperately needs right now. Remember when she said they are the symbol of Black love that our community needs? Remember when they were acting like they were the new Beyonce and the new Beyonce and the new Beyonce, the new Jay-Z, the new whatever. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing in the comments. Keep it respectful in the comments. If I see y'all saying anything disrespectful, I will block you, right? And the words of Porsha, what? Black lives matter, but that Black life don't matter. Y'all, keep your finger on the trigger, keep it respectful, keep it thing. And if I hear y'all saying any slick shit against me, you're getting blocked. All right. So don't come on my page, tell me what to do or how to say it. And if you don't like it, you can leave. All right. All right. Kisses. So anyway, let's go into this, right? Listen. Let's get into this, right? Culinary said, who said something? Said, I just looked up and saw somebody say something slick. T said, don't do this. Talk about the show, not his looks. First of all, nobody said anything about his looks. I talked about his lips coming 3 inches off his mouth. Second of all, do you kiss like that or does your man kiss like that? Third of all, if you don't like what I'm saying, you are welcome to leave my channel. It's fine. It's fine. Please. Please. All right? So anyway, let me get back into this, right? And I say that respectfully. No beef, but you guys, why am I going off topic? I say that respectfully. Teasing someone because they're anyway, let's get back onto focus, right? Let's do the damn thing. Now, right? Where were we? Because I have to get to my notes. Like Kathy said, right? Like Kathy said, focus, Tisa, focus. So let's focus, right? So where were we? Oh, right? So this is how you know that she set up her family, right? She's not giving any, right? she's not giving any tea on how her and Simon met. She's letting Simon talk about Fallon, right? But she's also letting her family act a fool. She's not giving any tea on when the relationship started, how she met, or how she was doing anything low down with Simon. It's all literally doing that. Now, the fact of her fighting that person, that wasn't counted for. However, the person that she did fight, she's been beefing with for a while, but she's been low key. Like I said, Portia's very, very passive aggressive. She's been low key beefing with them, and I'm going to reveal who it is on Friday. Sign up for my members only live and you will find out. But she's been beefing with them low key for a while. She lured them out, and this is what production thinks. Well, this is what my source thinks, right? She lured them out to, and it's my opinion, go in and verify, right? Hey, thank you so much, Shakira Otis. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Now, here's the thing. She lured them out, right? She lured them out to actually be on the show because she's been wanting to fight them for a while. She's had animosity for a while. She's been sick of the way they've been talking about her for a while. Y'all can say what you want about Porsha, but Porsha literally is crazy like a fox. She even lured this woman, she's a grown woman, out so she could have a reason to pop off and fight her. And once again, she did the same thing she did with Carlos King. She did the same thing every time. She literally fought, she acted up, she started the fight, she did it, and then she laid in the arms while everybody was like, oh my God, poor Porsha, poor Porsha, poor Porsha. Man, enough of that. But I'm going to reveal who she was fighting on my members only live, and also some other behind the scenes stuff that I'm saving for my members only, right? Now, you guys can see from the trailer, nobody in Porsha's family likes Simon. Simon is not a likable person. Everybody that meets him says the same thing. He's not charming. He's not charismatic. If anything, he comes across as like a dirtbag wannabe mafioso. Now, also, if you heard Simon's voice in the trailer, that's not the way Simon talks. Simon lowers his voice because he has a very high-pitched voice that sounds like this. So Simon tries to lower his voice to sound more natural. Simon comes across to the family as a wannabe dirtbag mafioso, a scumbag, if you will, right? But Portia seems to like that, right? None of them care for her. Portia's mom appears in the thing to actually tolerate Simon, right? Appears to tolerate Simon, but you need to realize that Portia pays all her mommy's bills. Portia completely supports her mom. So Miss Diane raised her. Do you think that Miss Diane is going to open and say something bad about somebody? Do you think that Miss Diana is going to open and say something bad about someone that is with someone that is paying all her bills? Let me make sure I didn't forget any super chats, right? Of course not. Who's this? Bruce Muscle. Okay, I got everybody. All right. Now let's see where we are. Where are we with the likes? Are we at 400 likes yet? B, are we at 400 likes? I need to know. Once we get to 400 likes, I'm going to drop the call in link. Y'all just hit the like button. We can do that right now. All right. Now, hold on. Here's a, hey, what's up, Mel NYC reviews and not paid by anyone. We got the Tarot fam in the house, right? Right. Let's see. I will just say, right? And for anybody that asks me, y'all are stupid to think that anybody's paying me anything. Y'all don't know me or my goddamn lifestyle. Because let me tell you something, right? Thank you, B. Y'all don't know anything. If y'all think that I'm being paid off, y'all don't know shit about my lifestyle. Because let me tell you something. I love Fallon, but I don't think there's anybody that would be willing to pay me the money I would need to be bought off. Y'all don't know my lifestyle, but I'll just tell you one thing. I'm not working at the Piggly Wiggly. Y'all can see I'm not missing any meals or anything else. For y'all to think that I'm into that whole blogger game about somebody paying them $500, $1,000, $5,000 to write a positive thing or to say something positive, you must not know. You must not know. If y'all think that is doing any goddamn thing, please don't get me wrong. Everybody has a price, but I'm willing to bet that anybody that I'm talking about is not willing to pay me my price, because 1,500, 5,000, I don't need, please. Y'all just don't know, right? Y'all just don't know. I'm just saying, right? If you want to see paid off content, go to somebody else's page. I'm just saying everybody has a price. And listen, I think Fallon's super sweet. I don't think Fallon will even want to pay me the money I would need to say something positive. I don't think anybody would. So miss me with that somebody's paid off. Get out of here, please. My bills are paid. Y'all just don't know. You guys just have no idea. But anyway, let's get into it. So let me get back to my notes, shall we? Let's get into the thing. You exactly. I am a person of integrity. If I like you, I rock with you. If I don't, I don't. Listen. I talked about Mia. Mia has redeemed herself in 3 episodes. The people I talk about, I'll be fair. I'll be unbiased. But for y'all to think that anybody is paying me off, y'all just don't know. Honestly, please. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that Fallon is broke, because she's obviously not. I'm just saying that Fallon nor anybody else that y'all accuse would dig into their pockets to actually pay me what I would need to be in their pockets. You know what? So listen, right? Now let's talk about that scene about Porsha being a victim of Simon. Once we get the 400 likes, we're going to drop the call link, right? I will say that my source is adamant. Porsha knows exactly what she's getting into, and she is not phased by it. If anything, she is like, and what? She is, listen, not only is she unfazed, she seems to be delighting in the fact that she actually broke up the marriage and stole somebody's husband, right? Think about when her grandmother and everyone was at the table. She loves it. She loves this drama. She signed up for it. If anybody comes into my comments being like, leave her alone, they're just living their life, but they don't want to live positivity. This is what you don't get about the Porsha and Simon thing. Simon tried to start with that bullshit saying that they are a positive indication of what Black love looks like. And they're an indication of what Black love and hip hop style looks like. But you need to also realize that Porsha, she loves this controversy. She signed up for the content. Porsha feels in her element. She feels big and bad when she's fighting people on camera. She actually gets off on people feeling like she runs shit. Like, you guys have, now granted, there might be a little bit of social anxiety, there might be nerves, there might be all this, but she delights in this part of her. So nobody has to feel sorry, right? She went after a married man of a castmate, right? You have to wonder the mind of a person like that. She knows that his money is hustler money, and she's fine with it. She's reveling in it, right? The way she said proudly while her grandmother was sitting there, actually, I'm his 4th wife. She's proud of it. And she looked like, and what? And what, right? Now, just to do a recap, like, because I'm getting to a point, right? The season after the season after her and Cordell broke up, that's when she showed herself. She showed that she was shameless, but you guys have to remember that she's really good at people skills, right? And that's how she lures everybody in, because why people believe her, because she's really charismatic. She's really good at charming people. But you guys, she is showing her real self. We have to admit at this point, and I know for everybody pro-woman, that Porsha and Simon are perfectly matched. They deserve each other. She sees him for who she is, and she likes it. It's a part of, and even it's a part of who she is. She likes it. She likes the fact that he encourages her base level needs. And she likes that. And he likes the fact that she encourages his base level needs, right? Now, right? She's good. And again, the reason, and it just shocks me how well she lured her family in. She's good at pretending to be people's friend. You know, she's putting a spin that it'll be good for the family. All that's right. Now, here's the thing, right? You also have to realize that the show never got figured out, right? Let's look at the filming. The show was never figured out. First, it was supposed to be BLM. That didn't work. Then it was supposed to be Get Rich. That didn't work. Then it was whatever. The producers actually, when they were on that family vacation, they couldn't get much, right? Porsha started the fight. It came out of nowhere. So what did the producers, even with that fight, didn't even have enough for 3 episodes. But we all know, since Real Housewives of Atlanta was pushed back, right? We all know, since it was pushed back, that they actually need to get something. They need something. So what did the producers do after that fight? Because Porsha's family is not used to reality TV. Porsha didn't warn them, because Porsha wanted them to look bad, because she's still mad at her father's side of the family. So what did they do, right? What did she do? She literally didn't tell them, listen, when you come back, they're going to try to talk to you. Don't do it. It's a trap. The producers came back and they said, we got all this thing, we got this fight. Hey, what happened with that? Could you tell us a little bit about that? And these people, these poor people that don't know how reality TV works, they went in front of the green screen because they wanted to tell their story. They wanted to be vindicated. They wanted people to understand we're not like this. The activism matters. But what did Bravo do? What they always do. They took these sound bites and they used it to make more. And they have Porsha on the green screen because we all know that Porsha is a green screen queen, but she won't say what she wants in public. On that, bashing them and the family, literally ripping down what is left of her father's legacy, right? That's what it was. That's what it was, right? Now, for all those people saying that, but this doesn't make any sense because Porsha is Bravo's baby. And why would Bravo show Porsha in a bad light? Listen, I have it on good authority from a lot of people that Bravo, you say that Bravo is really, really into Porsha. But when you look at it, right? When you look at it, Bravo likes the train wreck. Bravo will follow anybody around and be like, oh, this is what happened, this, that, and a third. But when you look at it, how does Bravo love Porsha? They don't promote any in her businesses. Ever since she fought that last time and got her peach taken away, I think that was back in season 4, Bravo's never promoted any of her business. Bravo doesn't put her in a bad light, but Bravo knows that Porsha likes to get drunk. Porsha likes to get drunk. Sometimes she likes to drink. Sometimes she likes to partake in other illicit activities. She likes to do all that. And Bravo's fine. And she knows that Porsha will put it all out there, meaning she'll let other people around her take the fall and look a mess, right? When her peach got taken away, right? They know that she messes up, right? But they're happy to capture every single thing. And you guys can doubt what I'm saying, but look at the way Bravo's treated Porsha. Look how Porsha's become famous. Even look at that Bolo thing, right? It would be okay, but if only Porsha could just own who she is, but she won't because she still has this thing where she needs to have clean hands. I think that's the unevolved cancer in her, right? Now, right? She does everything she can to change the narrative, even with the Bolo situation, when she was walking out of scenes where she didn't want to film and she didn't want to do that. That was not fake when she sat there quietly because she kept trying to change the narrative. But if Bravo was really in her pocket, they would have let her change the narrative. And they didn't, right? Now, y'all might be confused when it comes to, well, Bravo never finishes the storylines when it comes to this. But you need to realize, just like with Snakegate and also with Bologate, Bravo can't be blamed with that because it's hard to finish a storyline when you won't show up on camera, when you won't talk. Nene wouldn't talk for Snakegate, so they couldn't figure. Just like at the reunion, when Nene walked off of the reunion, she walked off of that reunion for 2 hours. They sent production assistants to her door to bang on her door and ask her to come back. She refused to come back on. That's really one of the reasons Nene got let go, because of that last tantrum. But Nene refused to close out the storyline. The same way Porsha refused to give anything on Bolo and tried to spin. Y'all remember the grossest part where she tried to spin is where the activist called Marlo a felon and brought up stuff that happened when Marlo was like a little kid and things that Marlo has changed and repented herself. But she was also trying to keep Marlo off the show because, you know, if anybody has a record, all you have to say is, I feel unsafe, for you to not be allowed on thing. That's what Porsha was really, really trying to do, right? But listen, they tried to force her to talk about Bolo, but they couldn't. Bolo was in the house. Porsha was as loud as all get off, right? And they tried to force her several times to talk about it or confront it, but Porsha kept leaving the scene, right? She kept living the scene. Listen, they even tried to get Porsha to even talk about it on green screen. She wouldn't talk about it on green screen, but that's why she was so mad that Tanya was like, listen, I want you to know that this girl right here and I were in the same room all night. And Porsha was looking like, ugh. And that's why Porsha got up from the table and left, because Tanya placed her at the scene of the crime. And Tanya let everybody know that it was her and Porsha in the room getting it in for Bolo, right? Getting it in. Now, listen, let's talk about why Porsha and her mom need the support of Porsha so much. You remember when they had that daycare, right? Porsha's had a daycare. It got shut down because tragically, a little angel was taken away from us too soon while Porsha owned that daycare. If you don't believe me, go and Google it. A little angel did get taken away from us, right? But you also need to remember that Porsha and her mom were also sued for loans. right? They were sued for loans that Daycare was not making money the way it should have been. And on top of that, a child passed away while Porsha was owning it. That's why when Cordell had her prenup, he wanted Porsha to sign her daycare off to her family because he looked at everything that was going on with the daycare and was like, I'm not taking this liability. No, 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 no. Before we get married, your family has to take that liability. Now, I'm going to talk about this some more on the Members Only Live on Friday. I don't want to give you guys all the tea. So what are we talking about on my Members Only Live? It's only $4.99 to sign up. There's episodes that you can listen to that give you more in-depth tea about the shit I told you about the pursuit of Porsha 2 months ago, right? But we're also going to talk about the daycare and Porsha. We're going to talk about Porsha and Cordell's relationship. We're going to talk about Simon and Dennis and what happened on that trip. We're also going to talk about who Porsha was actually fighting. We're going to talk about it on Friday. We're also going to talk about, but I guess it's going to be Porsha Day on Friday. Hey, Porsha girl, Simon, if you're watching, I know you are. It's going to be Porsha Day, right? But let's get back to this. I say all to say is this is what I mean about Porsha not having any discernment, because Porsha and her mom thought that they were like, yeah, by not signing a prenup because they thought they would have more access to Cordell's money. The thing is, they didn't realize you're not in California. You're not getting 50%. Even from what my sources are telling me, Cordell was surprised that they didn't want a prenup because it's just like if you don't want a prenup, you realize this can go both ways, right? But they wouldn't see that because it's always about some kind of like a low key money grab. It's always about a low key money grab. Let's get back to these super chats and see who's leaving super chats. I know B is thanking everybody for me, but I want to make sure that I get everyone. Your super chats are appreciated. I can't be bought off, but I can be buttered up with super chats. I appreciate the adulation. And thank you, you guys, for rocking with me because I told y'all weeks ago, y'all need to start listening to my lives and pay attention because my sources are legit and they have never, ever rubbed me wrong. I know some of y'all, hey, thank you, T-Love. Thank you so much, T-Love. I know some of y'all have literally been like, oh, that's not true. You just been that. And listen, damn if everything I say don't come true. Y'all can listen for everybody else to let, not everybody else, because some of y'all be coming through with real stuff. But there's a lot of people, y'all lift my content and you do that. And it's cool. I know ideas don't belong to anyone, but you guys, just come to source first. You can listen to everybody else's take on it, but come to source first. And $4.99 source is going to have some more stuff. Rim, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, right? Yeah. No, is he? That's what I'm saying. There was no prenup with Cordell. There was no prenup with Cordell. Listen, I'm going to tell you a little something else. I talked about this on my super chat, on my members only lives. Y'all can go and sign up for $4.99. And for a month, you can listen to all the old ones and new ones are coming up and you can join in. Porsha didn't have a prenup with Cordell, right? I'm going to tell y'all about that in a second. Thank you, AKA 1908. Porsha didn't have a prenup with Cordell, right? She did not. The reason she didn't sign a prenup with Cordell is because they thought they were getting more access to his money. Now, why when Porsha left, she could have actually gotten something from Cordell because there was no prenup, but she could have gotten something. Why? Because, quiet as kept, word on the court is Porsha already had a proclivity and a liking to married Africans, right? And while she was a married woman under God's green apple, we all see from what she did with Fallon, Porsha don't got no limit. Oh my God, Colinaire. Woo! Thank you so much, Colinaire. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yes, I'm getting money. Now everybody mad. Same old Tisa from the block. Same old Tisa from the block. Same old Tisa from the block. Oh, thank you so much, Colinaire. And thank you, ACE. ACE said the trailer was embarrassing. It shows little character evolution despite all the opportunities she's been. Well, that's the thing with the trailer dropping. That's why she wanted to get her book released early, ACE. That's why she wanted to get her book released early. I'm going to finish that tea about the married Africans and Cordell, but not Colinaire, ACE. That's why she wanted to get her book out early because don't forget that she's supposed to evolve. She's supposed to have this. She's supposed to have that. Don't forget that she's supposed to be a changed woman. Meanwhile, we see Nuck of You Buck Peach Juice Williams grabbing the sound mic from the app and just going ape shit, literally going crazy in that scene trying to fight somebody you will not believe. When you hear who Porsha tried to fight, you're gonna be like, you ain't anything. But ACE, I feel you on that. Now, here's the thing, right? Allegedly, she already had a proclivity for married Africans. Wow, she was a church-faring woman. Cordell, come on. No, you will never understand the convictions of a wife, right? She was talking about convictions of a wife stuff. Meanwhile, she was messing around with proclivities married Africans, right? This is word on the curve. If y'all don't believe me, go to my members only live. We can set out what facts we have and why we believe that. You can sign up and listen to the old ones and the new one with exclusive juice I'm dropping on. So if you like this, just wait till the members only live. That's when we getting into the gutter, right? Because right now I don't want to be demonetized, but we'll go to the gutter on Friday. Meet me in the gutter, right? And it's only $4.99. Put down, that is the price of 3 birthday cake pops from Starbucks. Don't ask me how I know, but it's the price of 3 of them. Come on, y'all. So anyway, she actually threw Cordell a birthday party. She threw Cordell a birthday party at one of the Africans' house, at his mansion. She threw Cordell a birthday party. Word got back to Cordell that where she secured the venue and how she secured the venue and what she was doing while he was out in the streets doing whatever. And that's when he decided to divorce her because she was embarrassing him. And he said, "Oh no, ma'am, your mom's not gonna be sitting on my bed eating pepperoni pizza with your legs kicked up, and you got your legs kicked up for who, ha, and whatever, right?" So he divorced her. The reason why Porsha walked away, this is alleged, but the reason why Porsha walked away without a penny, right, is quite simply because Cordell threatened to expose her. And back then, she did not want, and that's why she got so mad at Claudia Jordan, right? Remember, Claudia Jordan was like, "I know for a fact you're messing with married African because they want you to be discreet." From what I hear about that African Connect, they want you to be discreet. They want to have their fun with you, but they want you to be discreet and they don't want to be put on Front Street, right? So when Cordell threatened to put her on Front Street, she thought that was going to mess up her gravy train. So she agreed to leave that marriage with nothing because she didn't want Cordell blowing up her spot. And that way she could still keep her African Connect, right? And keep trying to like get in on that thing and still make money. And she figured the money they were giving her to talk in the St. Regis, if you know what I mean, she figured the money they were giving her was more than what Cordell would have gotten from the thing. And to a certain point, maybe she's right, because she did show up with that Rolls Royce, and she did show up with that purple Birkin bag, right? Now, you want to know the tea on the Birkin bag? I put that in an old members only live, but I'll give you a little thing. You guys have to sign up for my membership, because the members only live, I get in the gutter and be spilling tea. It's $4.99. It's super cheap. Sign up. And the next one is going to be this Friday, but it's exclusive. The only thing I have with the members only live is what happens in the members only live stays in the members only live. Please don't go. It's literally a tight circle. I just asked for the circle of trust. Don't use it to post. Don't do this, but it's a circle of trust, but you can gossip about it, right? Listen, let me tell you something, Astro Guy. Correct. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, let me go. Astro Guy said, where are you at? Astro Guy said, and at the same time she accused Kenya of being with a married man. Let me tell you something. Porsha is a projector. Anything that Porsha accuses somebody else to do, she's already done, doing, or planning to do herself. Remember when she said that Peter Thompson was paying all his waitresses in D, right? And Cynthia was like, "Porsha, girl, shut up." You know why? Because it was rumored, not even rumored, but Porsha had gotten evidence, right? Porsha got an evidence that Dennis allegedly was paying his waitresses in D. You have to peep Porsha's game. Anything you see her accuse somebody else of, she's already done it herself, or she plans on doing it, or she's going to do it. Because Porsha projects a lot. That's the only way you can actually see what's really in her mind, who she actually crosses. That's the only way. And also, shout out to Culinary Air. I love you, mama. And ACE, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Culinary Air, thank you. Thank you for the super chats. And for all y'all others that you don't want to send a super chat, you don't have to, but hit the like button. It's free. As soon as we get the 400 likes, if all y'all hit the like button right now, we could drop the link and y'all could hear some callers and you could call in yourself. You guys, B, how many likes are we at, by the way? How many likes are we at? Y'all, stop trying, right? Yes, celebrate the 100. Y'all, stop trying to Simon Gabardia me. Hit that like button. Y'all keep trying to scam me. Stop it. Listen, this is a Gabardia. To think that Simon Gabadia's name is now associated with scams. Can you believe you try to create a legacy? Right? You try to create a legacy, and now people are like, don't be trying to Simon Gabardia me, and don't be trying to Gabardia me, right? Here we do. Listen, we are two people away from. Oh, we're at 466. All right, let me drop the call-in link. Hold on. Angie Winston said she wants us to believe Dennis and Granddaddy Short Leg Simon are beefing, but they're posting on her IG when she. Listen, let me tell you something. They were beefing because Dennis doesn't Granddaddy Longlegs. Dennis doesn't respect Simon. Nobody respects Simon except the girls that he tricks on and the people that pretend to be his friend in VIP. No, even that restaurant that Simon claims he's an owner, he's an investor, right? And we don't even know how much because the real owners don't follow Simon, don't have Simon on his page, and Simon is not listed on any of the corporation documents. So y'all can believe what y'all want, but he's not owning anything. But you know what? Now that The Pursuit of Porsha is coming out, I'm going to do an update on Mr. Simon Gabodia. I'm going to do an update on Mr. Simon Gabodia, right? Yes. Woo! Thank you, Quasi. Thank you, Quasi. I'm going to do an update on Mr. Simon Gabodia so we all know what he is playing at. Listen, it's not necessarily fake beef. It's fake in the way that they keep trying to act like Porsha and Simon are our generation's Courtney and Scott. When we all know, here's the thing. Porsha, I do believe from what everybody's telling me, holds a soft spot for Dennis. Dennis is not thinking about Porsha. Dennis is with Sinclair, sincerely, gorgeous girl. And even then, Dennis has plenty of women. He is young. He is, well, youngish. He's single and he's doing his damn thing. He's not thinking about Porsha. However, Simon has Napoleon complex. He has little wee wee complex, if that's what you want to call it. At least he acts like he does, right? And judging by the size of his hands, he might have a reason, right? But I'm saying that he feels intimidated by Dennis because say what you want about Dennis, Simon was always kind of like that person on the outs. He always wanted to be at the cool kids table. Don't feel sorry for him because he's not a nice person, but he's that person that always wanted to be in on the cool kids table. And I think he's a little jealous of the way Dennis has that swag that he can go and sit down at the desk. Don't feel sorry for Simon because he's not a nerd. He's a nerd that tries to be a bully that people have to remind. You see what I'm saying? Don't feel sorry for Simon like, oh, he's just someone that gets bullied by the popular kids. No. Simon's biggest dream is to be popular so he can become a bully. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So anyway, listen, let's drop the call-in link and see who wants to call in, right? Listen, exactly. T. Cohen said, well, T. Cohen said it, not me. T. Cohen said, Simon for sure has a Vienna. Look at all his pics in his pinky print. T. Cohen said it, not me. Not me. Not me, right? That's all I'm saying. Let's see. We got Yo. Hey, Mel. What's up, Mel? We got Mel NYC Reviews in the house. What's up, Mel? What's your takeaway of all this? Oh, and also, you guys, just to let you know, this is the tip of the iceberg for the tea I have. We also got Kimmy in here. This is the tip of the iceberg for the tea I have, but I'm releasing the rest of my tea. I'm going to release some of my makeup and mess that's going to be dropping tomorrow. Start following my makeup and mess. I do gossip, I talk trash, and I do my makeup. I even did this look, if you guys like it. I call this my ghost eyes. I know it looks like I have a filter right here, but no, that's actually what I did with the eyeshadow because I like my eyeshadow to be like here. I'm going out at night. So I like across the room where all you see are these ET looking like a mask across the room, you know, in the middle of a dark room. So this is my going out look. But I'm dropping some on my makeup and mess, and the rest of my tea I'm dropping exclusively on my members only live on Friday. It is $4.99 to join my members. You can watch all my old videos. And you guys, if you think this tea is shocking, I've dropped lots of other tea, but I do it on my members only live. I've actually dropped it in my live videos too. I've done it on my members only live. But I'm starting to remind y'all that I'm right. I'm Source. Let's get a few other people. And we got not paid by anyone. All right. We have a few callers. Let's get your input. Mel, you go first. Then we go to Kim. Then we are going to go to not paid by anyone. Let's hear this, Mel. What's your takeaway?
Well, Tisa, you already know you're the professor of Atlanta for me. I mean, you talk about this all the time. And yesterday night, I'm not sure what time it was, I blew up your phone. You was like, oh my gosh, I'm in customs and this. I knew today was going to be big for you. I mean, I'm just happy for you. You know how we talk, whatever.
I was traveling and Mel called me and I was in the customs line. And I was like, I got to go. They're saying no phones, but go on.
That's right. When I saw that trailer, I said, I couldn't wait for the master of Atlanta to be up here talking about all this because it wasn't going to hit like the way you're hitting tonight. Again, I know about Atlanta, but I saw that trailer. It was good. And again, as we talked about a lot of times, all of your predictions and your card readings and all your things was spot on with the trailer. It was like you already predicted it, like you was filming it for yourself, like you was sitting there with Porsha and maybe with a hat on and and a mustache, and you had like maybe you live in Atlanta with a Porsha and she don't know it yet. She's like, damn, how did that girl know my information? But you knew all the information, so it was interesting. But I will say one thing, and I'm gonna let other people talk because again, you are a professor of this. I'm not a professor. I just want to call and congratulate you. I like that Porsha family for the first time in 11 years or how many years, they really taken her to task, which is surprising. She done beat up people. She done cuss people out. She done treated Kenya terribly. When I was really, there for Kenya, they never really did anything. So this time to see the trailer, them really asked the hard questions was interesting. I was interested by that. And I'm hoping that the way they produce in her show leads over to the Atlanta Housewives because it don't look as boring as it did last year. And, Atlanta was pretty boring. So it was pretty interesting. But again, I'm very happy for you.
Oh, thank you, Mel. I will say, for all those of you guys that are not planning on watching that show, you don't got to watch that mess because I'm going to do a recap and I'm going to do the dramatic. I'm going to do the dramatic reading, right? I might even get a bald cap for Simon, get a gold naked hairband wig so I can read for Porsha. Listen, we're going all in on this because one thing that, listen, nobody sees 8 episodes right now. They might stretch them out. But for right now, Porsha literally threw her family under the bus. But again, the most shocking thing about it is she did it on purpose because that's the side of the family she doesn't mess with that caused her and her mom and her mind a lot of pain. And I think it's actually particularly sick that someone would stoop that low all for $1. I always talk about it because you guys, if you don't know, I do tarot. Follow me. I do tarot. I do live alerts. I do free tarot readings on my live. I'm actually really accurate, but I will say that the one thing I always tell everybody, and this is, the 8 of cup energy. Part of knowing what you want in life is knowing what you're not willing to do to get it. Do I want to be a billionaire? Yes. Am I willing to have my family in jail being tortured for $1 billion? No. Right? That's how you know what you want, not by your dreams and hopes, but by what you're not willing to do to get it. That is what we call boundaries, a moral compass. And I'm not saying I'm Pollyanna in church, right? But I am saying that I recognize, like, goddamn, but like there are limits to everything, right? My coworkers' husbands are safe. My friends' boyfriends are safe. If there's $1 on the floor, the dollar's safe. I'm not trying to step on people to bear. But yeah, Mel, I feel you on Real Housewives. This here's the thing. Outside of arguing, it does look good. But now that I know things about reality TV, it makes me sad to see honest people that thought they were coming on to lift up the community and show a side that we need represented on reality TV. And it makes me sad that she had the opportunity to do that and she chose not to. You see what I'm saying? She chose, but then again, she couldn't because they didn't have enough footage. But again, she could have just filmed it. They would have showed it. It would have been fine. And she might not have got a second season, but instead she chose to try to enrich her pockets. Now, the real gag is if the ratings aren't there and all this other stuff goes on, did she just burn all those bridges for not even getting a second season? So we'll see. But Thank you. But Mal, let's get Kimmy up to talk. And then, of course, we got not paid by anyone.
Yeah, but I want to go back to the chat and just keep chatting in there. I just wanted to jump on, just give you good information.
And also, if you guys like the silky sound of Mel's voice, I know you do. Mel and I do recaps every Sunday. Yes, we do recaps every Sunday and Wednesday. Real Housewives of Potomac right after it's over at 9:30, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills right after it's over at 9:30. And we're gonna start a new lineup for recaps. So you guys, if you like Mel, if you like the way he thinks, I'm telling you, he is the sanity and he is the voice of reason, but he's still got
Oh,
that tea and that drama. So if you guys like Mel, go on
he's
and check
like,
us out every Sunday and Wednesday. All right.
Thank
Thanks
you,
so much,
ladies.
Mel. I'll see you Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
amen.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. So Kimmy, what you got to say?
I really want to see like who they let into the confessionals and like who they let behind the scenes to like actually get their real opinions on it because if I was her family, I'd have a lot to say just based off the trailers. Like I know they let Dennis in there. I wonder if they let Simon. I really doubt they let him do it, but like I want to
Well,
see if they let him get into confessionals.
well, here's the funny thing you say about that, right? Her family is going to have something to say. The sad thing about it is, and this is what I mean about taking honest, like regular people that don't know anything about reality TV. The sad thing is, she has the bigger platform. So even if they do clap back, who's going to hear them? As far as Simon, I do know that almost all of her family is still not messing with her. So if there is a season two, they're going to have to try to suck Simon's family into filming. However, once this first season airs, are they even going to be down with that? First of all, Simon doesn't even mess with any of his family in Africa, right? I don't know what happened to him. He left when he was 17. He never went back until he got like deported. But even then, he left Africa and he felt like he was triumphant returning. But the only thing is, you return with somebody that slept with the stripper and that's fighting on camera. So you know he has to be a little bit embarrassed about that. But that's why they were hanging out in the club. If you guys don't remember those pictures on Instagram, she was hanging out in the club in Simon's family. And the reason she was is because she knows her family wasn't messing with her anymore. So she's trying to get new dummies to come on to make fools of themselves so they could have a new storyline. You know what I'm saying? That's a funny thing. You can only screw over somebody one time, maybe two times if you're good at it before they're just like, yeah, I'm done. We're not going to do this. So, I mean, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Jewel Adams. But Kimmy, what do you think about that?
I agree with you. Like I don't know who they're gonna bring back next season. Like just based off of the trailer alone, I'm like this is complete chaos. Like who's gonna want to be involved with this at any point in the future? How are they gonna make a second season out of this if like they even try?
Exactly. And the thing is, they don't have, right? The thing is, they don't have, Portia doesn't have a lot of friends. And let's not also forget, I talked about this in my last members live. If you guys have not signed up, sign up. It's $4.99 because we have another one on Friday and we're dropping exclusive tea. Portia, from what everyone tells me, is a very, very jealous hearted person. She wakes up on Instagram hating on people. Either somebody, she's jealous of them and really mad that she doesn't have what they want, or that girl's not even that cute. She's trying to break somebody down by their looks. I know that y'all fall for her like this is America's sweetheart act, but she's a very jealous, conniving person. Another problem is with her getting things, even her getting her friends on, she doesn't really have any. She doesn't want to get anybody to shine except for her. So if you notice that anytime someone guys to get too popular or they can take away too much camera time or whatever, and maybe it's a smart thing for her to do, maybe not, but she also won't let anybody else shine. So it's hard to have your beautiful, cool, successful friends on when you don't want anybody to look more successful than you, more beautiful than you, more charismatic than you. So that's another problem they're having with restaffing the show, you know? So we'll
I mean,
see.
honestly, I might just go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta after this. I don't
Yes,
see how she's gonna make a second
exactly.
season.
Let's go to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not paid by anybody. Miriam. Miriam also joins every Sunday and Wednesday for recaps. It's usually me, Mel, and Miriam. We are doing the damn thing every Sunday and Wednesday. Miriam, what do you have to say about this? Let's hear this.
Okay, I've thought of some titles, better titles for this 4-part commercial. Porsha is the fourth wife commercial. Porsha family Rex as the verb. Um, and I didn't notice that it's a play on Black Lives Matter, and I'm really disturbed by that. I
Yeah.
really, till you said that, um, I feel like I will be more skeptical. I think they're all in it together. They are
Portia's
let,
family?
yeah, I mean her family, even the other.
No.
You know why? Because they have to sign non-disclosure agreements to be on the show, and and somehow maybe they're getting paid. I don't think they went on the freebie just to go on a vacation, because they know they've watched the Porsche before. So for
Yeah,
me,
but
like, I think they're all like this. It's not only Porsche that doesn't have boundaries, that she wants to achieve a certain number no matter what or who. I think they're all made from the same cloth, to be honest with you, or else they wouldn't be on the show. And
so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Miriam. I would tend to agree with you, except for the fact my sources have it on good authority. The family that she got is the one from the Hosea Williams Foundation. These are activists. These are well-respected people in Atlanta. Portia pitched, and don't forget around this time, Portia was doing activism shows. I mean, activism with Tamara Merrill from BLM. She was doing all this. Portia literally had the whole world thinking that she changed. She came out for book of
no,
Pursuit of Portia. No, we didn't believe her, but
yeah,
these people, they know Portia. But the fact that Portia is very charming, and she came to them and it was pitched as an activism show. And we all thought a few months ago, don't forget they changed this focus in the last 2 months, last 3 months on the editing floor. They decided to go in. I don't think they knew what she was signing up for. Now, Lauren and her mom, yeah. But Miriam, if I literally came and I was like, listen, I've changed this and that. And let's not forget there was evidence. She was doing stuff for Ben and Jerry. She had her book coming out. She wasn't arguing on that thing. She was sitting quietly. They really did think. And that non-disclosure agreement is saying that they won't tell about the plot line. It's not saying they won't talk about the
the
show
plot
once it
line,
comes out. No,
just like
but they
I,
don't know what the plot line is. They're saying that they won't talk about what they don't actually use the word plot lines. The thing is, hold on, let's get Judgy Justice and Lala in here. On the contract, it doesn't say plot line. It says you will not talk about anything that happened while filming until after filming is over.
I have a question. Who's the executive producer of Portia Rex family?
Porsha.
Oh, Portia,
Or-
yes, Portia
oh,
is.
so maybe she knew the plot line, because at the end of the day, we know that even the housewives, they don't know how they're gonna come off until they edit the footage that they have. But for like, I can't. But like, I can't.
Portia, listen, Portia, I agree with you. Portia 100% knew this was her plan and it went off without a hitch. But she
Yeah,
is not above throwing other people under the thing. I'm telling you how bad these people look that are well respected members of Atlanta society, and they really thought that they were going to increase the charity. I'm telling you right now,
I would be
they
curious
wouldn't have.
if they
Yeah,
speak out right now that they that's not what they wanted. And I feel like I from the beginning I got a lot of backlash when I said that Portia is using Black Lives Matter as a plot line. You guys can go back 4 months ago, 5 months ago, before Bolo came. For me it was obvious, because
yeah.
it was for me, I know that she got arrested, but then
Mm,
again, the cameras were there. There's the layer of protection when that happens in front of the cameras. Sometimes, I'm not saying like the crimes that we saw caught on tape was because Samaritans were filming with their cell phones, but she had the whole crew, and we know how producers produce. So it was obvious it was a storyline, and I feel like, will he mention his 4,000-5,000 wives? Is Cam Nobadia? I don't know. Like, it's just like, for me, even Dennis is in it. But for Dennis to now pretend that he still likes her or loves her, and that's part of the show. Dennis is in it because Scam Nobadia is a business partner with him.
mhm.
Point, like you mentioned that. That's how I
No,
know.
no, no, they're not. They're not business partners. They tried. They were thinking about it, but
They were
they never did business.
So
Yeah.
that's a way of him grooming him. He Dennis is another one. No matter what, he wants to achieve something. He even pimped the mother of his child. So from the get-go, this civility, that they're cool with each other,
Yeah.
it's unnatural. It's so against human nature. If he loved that woman and he was his friend. There's no way they can be like buddy buddies on a Mother's Day. Like, you know,
Well,
it,
you
we know
make
that.
Wait, hold on, you guys. I want to thank Gloria Mason for the Cash App. Thank you, Mrs. G. Mason. And also Lily Young, the Red Lipstick Hustler. Thank you so much for the Cash Apps. For those of you guys who don't know, Lily Young, the Red Lipstick Hustler, I mean, I follow her on Instagram and on YouTube, and she also does amazing recaps as well. So go on. So listen, hold on. Let me get some, because we got a lot of people to thank. Thank you, Kimmy, and thank you, Miriam. I'll bring you guys up at the end if I have time. But Judgy, let me hear from you
hit that one button, guys.
All right. See you, Miriam. All right, Judgy, what you got to say, babe?
Wow, I'm all by myself. This ever happens. Well, I just really don't agree with the fact that
Oh, also, hold on a second. I want to celebrate Shansa Joseph and Brown Sugar. Welcome to the Tisa Tattle Tells family. You guys, I'm going to shout you guys out on the Members Only Live. You guys, it's $4.99. Sign up for the Members Only Live. It's going to be even more exclusive tea than you. And also, Love and Fee and My Nikki Finky. My Ninky Finky. Y'all know I'm dyslexic. Listen, and love and fee. Thank you so much for signing up for the membership. All right, so Judgy, come on, what you got? What you got?
So I agree that the whole premise of the show has never been straightforward. It wasn't like a straight up thing like, oh, we're gonna do this or that. It ended up becoming a retreat. It looks like it's a family retreat that has just turned sour based off of the things, because I don't really.
Go on, babe. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
What?
Go ahead. No, I want to have dialogue.
It was a family retreat that turned sour, but Porsha turned it sour. Porsha turned it sour. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, usually on these shows, especially if you're the executive producer of the show, you usually bring in the people and they fight and you just get racking the money. So for her to be over there having some sort of metal pole mic drop thing, trying to hit people.
It's a boom mic. So when you're filming, there's a long pole with the mic. It's a boom mic that they hold.
Okay, I just didn't know what it was called.
She started fighting in between the boom mic and grabbed the boom mic and tried to beat this woman. I'm going to reveal who she is on Friday. Tried to beat the woman with it. Okay.
Yeah.
What is really?
Remember, people made her do it, because remember what she says: when the Kenya fight, the Cynthia fight, these ratchet H's made her do it. It's not she's not in control of it. That's what she says. I'm not saying that this is something that we should really know, that we should, believe in, but that's what she keeps saying all the time when she's having these antics on video.
Here's the thing, Judge Justice. I want everybody to realize Porsha is an executive producer. But the thing we need to realize about executive producers, it's like the way Mariah Huq was an executive producer.
Exactly.
So when it comes to executive producers, everyone, there's two ways you can get. You either can invest money to become a producer, right? Or you can be an actor and they give you like a vanity credit or two, right? And you're an actor or you're in reality TV. Porsha may be getting maybe on the back end a couple of percentage points of residual, maybe, right? I don't know what deal she worked out with money. However, just because you're an executive producer does not mean that you have any type of control or say so, because Mariah Huq was an executive producer. She actually brought the show to Bravo. She was instrumental and they got her the hell out of there. I'm going to talk about that lawsuit in my Members Only Live, because she has a really, really good lawsuit for racial harassment. But like I was saying, that's why people are confused. That's why people are confused with how much power Porsha actually has, right? Chris B, you might want to put your thing on mute until it's time to talk. But that's why everybody's confused with how much power Porsha has. She had an idea. She knows how to drive a storyline. She knows how to run a scene. However, she is not in charge of what happens on that editing floor. Do you know what I'm saying? She's just not in charge.
Well, she's also in control of, like, what is going to be edited, in a sense, because she gave them that scene, and the way it looks, but the way it's edited, it looks like it doesn't look like she's actually going after one person, because you first see the look of the crowd and they're like covering themselves, and then you see her like trying to strike them, and then
she's been wanting to get at this person for a while, though. for a while.
I'm
This
sorry?
Well, and they
person,
can't show what you don't give.
well, true, but let me just finish. We'll go to Lala, then we'll go to you, Just Jonda. But
Mhm.
the person that Portia's been fighting with, to your point, Judge Justice, about them giving her a scene, her giving them a scene. She's been wanting to fight this person for a while, and she saw the perfect
Mm,
excuse, and she took it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Lala, let's bring Lala on and see what Lala has to say. Okay, Lala's not on yet. Just Jonda, what's your takeaway on this?
Well, I think it's pretty sad, quite frankly, especially if she is an executive producer. And I know that it's probably just a vanity credit. However, for someone to have been a part of this business, because she's been in the mix for a while now, right? She's on Atlanta, Dish Nation, all of that. For her to have been in this business for this amount of time, now she decides, I want to revamp my image, right? Bring in
Mhm.
Black Lives Matter, the pursuit of Porsha, and try to release all of this at the same time. And the first opportunity you get for a signature project where you can literally promote your book every week because you're promoting yourself, you give the same type of drama that you've always been. The person that you allegedly evolved from is the same thing you're continuing to give, which to me speaks to a lack of savvy, a lack of business acumen, advisors, all of that, because the brand you're trying to cultivate is not even cohesive. How does this work with the book?
Well, this is why she was trying to get that book out early. But the publisher was like, no, 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 let's sync this around the time of your show. But she was trying to get ahead. Again, Portia tries to make it so that the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. You make very good points. How does it sync? That's what the publisher is probably wondering. But she wanted to get the publisher to drop the book early. The publisher was like,
Mhm.
what's the rush? Probably was like,
Hmm.
what's the rush? Because they didn't know what she knew what was coming down the tube. She knew. And don't forget what publishers, for all of you guys that don't know about publishing, right? Publishing is really interesting in the way that you get your advance. For everybody that thinks that Portia got a nice coin off that advance, I already went through those things on my live. When you have a publisher, first of all, no, $100,000 advance is something J.K. Rowling gets that wrote Harry Potter. Most authors for advances get somewhere between 5,000, maybe 35, 50,000 if you're an established author. If you're a big author, you're looking at 100,000, maybe 150.
Yeah.
However, once you get your money off in advance, unless you have an established line like Harry Potter, that's pretty much all you're getting. So let's just say Portia, she's a no name. This place doesn't really do it doesn't have any big publishing books that they publish. Portia probably got 15, 20,000 off of it off the bat. She has nothing on the back end. Once that book is published, she has all her money. She doesn't have anything on the back end. So it would behoove her to get that book out as much as she could to get the pre-sales in order. That way she might be able to get a second book deal before the Pursuit of Portia dropped. If there was enough pre-sales, if there was enough buzz. And it might have been another maybe 20,000 that she got in her pocket. Now that 20,000 after taxes is probably 10,000. But let's roll it back, right? Portia, she didn't make money off that book, but she would like to maybe get a second one. That's why she didn't actually push forward. And that's why she was like, oh my God, drop this trailer early, see what we can do, this and that. But now the left hand sees what the right's doing. You can't say you
Yeah.
changed. You can't say you did all this. And what happened? Like you said, just Jonah, the first time you get a chance to show what you are and make it interesting, you decide to show your true personality.
Yeah,
But
and the thing is that like these are all people that you know. So like you kind of selected your own cast members. You can't blame it on anybody else in a sense. Yeah, they
well,
probably was yeah, there was probably some people that were like, no, we want this person or that person, or who's a good other thing whispers. But
yeah.
most of these people, you know what they're gonna
Yeah,
do
but
to you.
don't forget,
She's
Portia
40 years old.
knew these people, but
Yeah.
let's not forget, Portia sold it that she, even to Simon, that she had this glamorous life and a lot of famous friends, and that Portia doesn't have any friends. Shamia,
No.
which is off and on, right? If you listen to my last members only live, sign up for $4.99. You can listen to it. I tell why her and Shamia always go ups and down. It goes back to Shamia's mom, Porsha's mom, all this stuff, right? But it goes all this with the things. Shamia, Porsha doesn't really have any friends. Everybody is surface. Again, Portia's a jealous person. She doesn't like to keep people around her that outshine her, which is why she keeps pushing Shamia away and bringing her back in. You know, let's welcome Prisby. Prisby, how are you? Well, Prisby just left again. Okay, all right. So listen, we're gonna drop back this. Let me drop this link one more time because I have a few other exclusive things to say. But before I go, let's see. Hold on. Let me drop the
And
link.
Shamia actually has a life, by the way.
Shamia has a life. She is a good man. Her man has a couple of dollars. She's not trying to mess up. Again, she's not trying to play herself and mess up things with Gerald. She has a good thing going for her husband.
Yeah.
Gorgeous little girl. Beautiful life. She's on TV sometimes. She's a former cheerleader. Shamia has her own little shine. Prisby, welcome to the chat. What do you have to say about this?
Hey, Tisa, and hey, everyone. Hey, when I first seen this trailer, I'm like, wow, Simon got what he wanted. Because I think he's wanted, like, when you did the interview with Fallon, I remember he was watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. He was, studying the show. He convinced her to go on the show. So I'm like, wow, I'm like, geez, thanks, Porsha. You really got him what he wanted. Because this is what he wanted for the exposure and everything. But I don't know if it's in the best light. But this is what, and I don't know if anyone noticed it. Like, I'm African too, but his accent is just super fake to me. I'm sorry. It's just super fake and put on. I don't know if anyone picked up on it.
What makes you think it's super fake and put on?
It just sounds forced. Like, I'm not Nigerian, but I'm Liberian. We're in West Africa too. So it's super forced. I don't know. It just seemed fake to me.
I just didn't like his voice at all. It made and he's looking up and down at her. It made me want to cover up. Oh my!
No, when she was like, "Come on," it seems so. Let me tell y'all something. For the scene that you guys don't know, we're talking about. Portia's in that her wedding dress.
That green dress.
Yeah. That green dress, and that green dress, she looks so pretty. So she was in that green dress, and it was so funny because she was like, I wanted to show you what you had, and Simon just said. And I like her. I see it. And I was just like, oh, stop
it's
it.
Very dirty old man.
It's very scumbag.
It gives me
trying to be mafioso. Like, you watch the cool kids in the club look at girls and be like, damn, sure. Like, he was probably watching, ATL, that movie with Bow Wow. And remember when Lauren London and Bow Wow, what was it called?
Roll Bounce.
Roll Bounce, thank you. And he was, remember when Lauren London came skating up and Bow Wow said something corny like, damn, shorty, what it do? Just something real corny. Even at that time, it was corny, but now it's just like, please don't do that. And that's what Simon thought. He was like, oh, that's what the cool kids say to their girls. I'm trying to see what that do. Simon, first of all,
because it doesn't
look at the hands. My hands are bigger than Simon's. Don't y'all Mia Thornton me, right? But my hands are bigger than Simon's. So I look at Porsha and all that wagon, and I look at Simon and his
all that belly.
Yes, she got but Porsha got all that wagon, and I look at Simon with his, little Mr. Burns from the Simpsons fingers, and I'm like, you can't handle that. She'd probably be faking like she can feel something, and let me stop. Simon
no, but literally, I think I know she faking it because it ain't no way.
But doesn't Simon give old man at the club vibes anyway? He's totally the old dude at the club.
Simon is not the old dude Simon is somebody's grandfather that the mom sent them to pick them up. Like that, literally. And your bouncer just let them in because they're just like, what? Yeah, they're back there, right? Simon, that's a weird thing about Simon, which has to be sad. I've never seen someone more desperate to hold on to their youth. At 60 years old, you are keenly aware of what other people think. I don't care. At 60, I'm like, I don't care what y'all think about me, right? But also, Simon's not even a young looking 60-year-old. He's not a type of
He's
sugar.
rough.
You know that meme, the sugar daddy I want versus the sugar daddies that want me? Simon's the sugar daddies that want me. Like just ill, like decrepit. And he looks like, because Simon is black, Simon looks like he is 78 years old. Simon looks old. And for anybody that is melanated, you know what I'm talking about. Around 60, people are still doing it. You can go on TikTok and see people being like, damn, that's your grandmother. Damn, that's your grandpa.
Yeah.
You are still doing it at 60 years old. Around mid 70s, 80s, that's when, like, you start slowing down. Simon, and you got all that wagon and you doing this, and then you letting this man with his lips of dread 3 inches out, like literally, like just try to connect with you. I just can't. And all this just to be like, pity didn't make him when he married me. He's that guy at the club, pity didn't make him dancing offbeat, the girls twerking all on him, like, all right, did he buy more vodka? Like, what's going on? But again, I guess Simon knows that he has to pay his way. Because remember when, like, everybody was dogging Simon and the way he looks, right? And before y'all say, let's not pick on his look, shut up, because he's not a nice person. Like, stop it. Save your outrage for somebody that has a heart of gold, right? We're not talking about the way he looks outside. We're talking about his insides.
Yep.
Manifested to outside. Okay. So follow me on this, right? So they were sitting there at the pool, and like Simon was like stirring his Slurpee around, talking about, I just don't understand when nobody likes me. Like, because he always trying to get somebody to feel sorry for him, right? I just don't understand when nobody likes me. I don't know. And the whole time I'm just like, I was like, say something nice, say something nice. Then you just hear Porsha's voice in the background going, and he's just like, and she's like, sounded like I'm not saying she was drunk, but she sounded like she was drunk off her ass. Come on, I'm just sitting here looking at my handsome ass man, trying to figure out why you so sexy, right? That was such a step too far that even Simon stopped swirling his Slurpee and looked at her. Like you realize, like, okay, stop with the cap, right? He literally stopped swirling his Slurpee and just looked at her like, And she's like, damn, you sexy as hell. And Simon just looked at her like, all right. The fact that Simon knows he has to pay people to be nice to him.
Yep.
He knows he has to pay people. The thing is, and this is what I want to see with the pursuit of Porsha and what we're going to cover, has the scammer become the scammed? Has Porsha literally pulled one over on Simon Gabodia? I'm being serious, y'all. Has she pulled one over on him? Because the way production's talking, Porsha has now angled it that she can use them for the season, but the second season hasn't started. Now, for all you guys wondering, well, why has she been hanging out with Shamia and them? They're so off and on because she knows that she's burnt. Oh, thank you, Rem. She knows she's burnt bridges with her family, right? So these people probably aren't going to come back. Simon's family, who knows if they'll agree to it, if they're cool enough for it, who knows, right? But think about it. If Porsha can move herself away from Simon being like, I listened to what everybody said and I don't want to be a fourth wife. Porsha is excellent at playing the victim, right? Yeah. What storyline for season 2? I get it. Simon's out because he wasn't a good man. But now you're young and single again, Porsha, and your friends are setting you up and you're hanging out with Shamia and Gerald and you're doing this and doing that. She's literally trying to set it up that with or without Simon, she has her storyline for season 2. And wouldn't it be ironic if she lit as Simon, who used and played everybody to get to Porsha, ends up getting used and played by her? The only thing that I can't wait to see, I can't wait to see Simon's Instagram live when he talks about what he started. Because that's the one thing about Simon, right?
His blog posting.
Yes, he's blog posting. Simon is an Instagram honey to his life. He's going to start posting inspirational memes. If they never wanted you, they never loved you. He's going to start putting subliminals, inspirational memes, talking trash, and then for a fact that he is going to do an Instagram live, talk about Porsha and talk about his family and try to link. The only thing that would stop him is if he's signed an NDA with Bravo. And since Porsha's the executive producer. But again, he could still talk trash about anything that happened before the show. They just can't talk about anything that happened on the show. So you guys, let's see if the scammer becomes the scam. I don't know who to root for. It's like two horrible people. Who are y'all rooting for? Porsha or Simon to win?
I will say this is John again, that I think that they both may have scammed themselves, and this is why. There's two issues. First of all, um they initially probably went into this thinking, let's just do all kinds of shenanigans the first season, introduce the family, some stuff with Dennis and all of that, and hold off on what everybody wants to see, all the Porsha stands out there. Hold off on the wedding until season 2, because a wedding is a guaranteed ratings grabber, and that's for any show across the board, reality, regular. So they were holding off. But see, this is the thing they may not have counted on. They should have probably left the drama to their mamas and focused on the wedding the first season, have it go in concert with the pursuit of Porsha to pull out the big ratings. And this is why, as we know, all of the housewives shows have suffered tremendously, all of them across the board, with ratings. They don't get what they used to, which is why Bravo has been cutting everybody's salaries. Bravo may not be as generous just giving people extra seasons of shows the way they used to be in the Kim Zolciak days, because the money's not flowing the way it used to. So you got to come out hard and fast and give the best that you got. So could both of the scammers scam themselves out of this show being as big as it could be if they focused on what they claimed we were going to get, which is the wedding?
Listen, the wedding, first of all, I did a video. I found their wedding planner, but the wedding planner says that they're not taking any new clients until I think the second half of 2022. So if they get married, right? If they get married, the wedding is going to happen sometime in the first half of 2021. Unless if they got the wedding planner before he did the cutoff, because he said due to instability in the country and a few other things. Now, I want to give a shout out to Stephanie. Thank you for becoming a tattletale. You are going to be at the Members Only Live this Friday. You guys sign up. It is only $4.99. You can cancel anytime you want. What are you waiting for? But let's get this tattletale family. So right now we have Love and Fee, my Nikki, Finky, Shansa, Joseph, Brown Sugar, and of course Stephanie for the win. Shout out to all the new tattletales winners. Now listen, Just Jonda. Also, you guys, me and Just Jonda. Just Jonda has an amazing podcast, but we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Jen Shaw thing with Salt Lake City. Whether you like Salt Lake City or not, we're going to do a deep dive into her charges and whether we think she's going to beat the case. Spoiler alert, I think the feds messed up on this one and they're not going to be able to get her. Just Jonda thinks exactly differently, but we're going to do a deep dive, lay everything out for y'all. We're going to say our pros and cons. It's going to be a really, really funny time, and it's going to be some juicy gossip too. So we're probably going to do that Wednesday or Thursday, but go on and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and you'll get the reminder. It's going to be a live too, so you guys can call in and ask us questions, okay? But to your point, Just Jonda, right? They could have done something special, but the thing is, everything they tried, Porsha wasn't bringing the magic. Now, you remember from her last little mini series, right? Portia's having a baby, or Portia's getting married, right?
Girl, that was forgettable.
It was forgettable, but here's the thing, Jonda. That's the thing. Porsha learns. She realized it was forgettable. So, and then with this one, she thought she could kind of have a Family Matters, be Miss America's Sweetheart. That blew up in her face. So she resorted to her base level, which is let's start some drama. Now, again, don't forget on the family vacation, they had already been filming a little bit and the producers weren't seeing any magic. This was between Porsha and Simon. They obviously didn't find their love story believable. They didn't find them a fun, sexy couple, right? And if you look at this, y'all, if y'all haven't seen this, trigger warning. Hold on, guys. Trigger warning for anybody that has not seen this. Hold on, y'all. They saw this with the. Why is his lips further out? Who kisses like that? Do people kiss like this? Maybe I've just been sheltered in life. His lips are further out than his nose. When his lips are like hands trying to grab her lips. I don't understand, right? Needless to say, Simon doesn't have Botox in his lips, right? Unlike Porsha, right? But they did all that stuff. They weren't seeing any magic. She went into that family trip literally. She went into that family trip literally saying that she was going to literally saying that she was going to start some drama. This was her plan all along. That's why on the family trip, she was never supposed to invite people from the Hosea thing. They were never, yes, they were never, ever, ever going to be invited. It's only when they didn't have anything that they decided, okay, let's start inviting people from the Hosea Foundation, because she didn't have any friends and she didn't have it. Let's go with B. So Frankie Lima said, Simon's going to get the bag and bounce. Simon wasn't even paid for that. But B said he's probably gathering the social security numbers of everyone on that family vacation as we speak. I'm sorry. I just had to read that. B, you crack me up. You are so funny, right? Listen. That's pretty. That's per day kissing farm. Yes, that's what we do. Listen, she's doing everything she can to stay ahead. She's literally sectioned things that she can now, if she needs to, cut ties with Simon, and he can rather become a storyline. Yo, Porsha. And this is what makes Porsha so dangerous. She's so good at pretending that she likes people. She's so good at being fake. People, for like how Miriam said, oh no, I think that, and Miriam made some good points. I think they're all in on it together. I would even agree with her, except for Porsha is very, very good. Porsha is very, very good at pretending, right? She's very, very good at pretending that she likes people. She's very, very good at not letting people disgust her. Listen, Fallon's not a dummy. If any of you guys have seen any of my interviews with Fallon, she is not a dummy. And the fact that Porsha was able to convince her that and be under her nose sleeping with her man, and Fallon was none the wiser, y'all, that type of it's good for Porsha because she's a great actress, but that's scary, and I don't want anybody by me that is that good of an actor or liar. Even if I was Shamia, I know Gerald doesn't want Porsha, but that's the thing. It's not about do I trust my husband. It's about do I trust your ass, Porsha, where when you see a crack in the marriage, you're not going to step on that crack and break that marriage. These are things we actually need to talk about. And y'all can be like, and listen, I'm confident in my relationship, but there's a difference between being confident and being stupid. I trust my man 100%, but just Jonda, Judgy Justice, Chris, would you trust your man around someone that as soon as y'all might be arguing or having a thing, she's making googly eyes, twerking in the pool, bending over? Again, my man wouldn't do it, but I don't even want to be in a situation where I got to invite your ass to leave my house, because I know you're not respectful, and I know you will try to be disrespectful if it means that you can gain $1. Out of all the men in Atlanta with money, why you have to go after your coworker's married husband if you really the Porsha Williams? And don't tell me before y'all even start, don't tell me, right? Don't tell me that it was love. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It was a money grab, plain and simple. And this is who she chose to grab money. Don't tell me after all the rich, handsome, successful, not just African men, but men in Atlanta, you had to go after your coworker's husband that looked like this. Now, we could drag Fallon because for a moment she was in this picture, but she's done better. She's made a come up. She's engaged to a nice, age appropriate, handsome young man. So good for you, Fallon. You saw the error in your ways and you backed out. So there we go, right?
You are trying to gross us out with that picture, aren't you? It was disgusting.
Oh, and also, I want to give a shout out to B. B, you have hit 3-month anniversary as a Tattle Tell. You are the best moderator in the world and a ride or die, and I'm a ride or die for you. I appreciate you, B. I appreciate you. So y'all, listen, just Jonda. So let me know, just Jonda, Judgy Justice, and Pris. Let me know where you think that things are gonna go with the show. Let's get your predictions on the show. Oh, that's true. Porsha also did sleep with Riley's dad. Is there anybody in Atlanta that Porsha hasn't touched? I'm just wondering.
Oh,
Listen. I'm not slut shaming her. Sleep with who you want, have a party, do what you want. I'm just wondering how you touched all these people and there was something in your personality, let's just say it is, that nobody wanted to pursue anything further with you, to the point of you had to steal somebody's 6-year-old husband that smells like tequila and old cigars. That's all I'm saying. No shame in your game, but goddamn, at least make your game work. At least make your game work. Yes, 2 steak fries. So let me see, just Yonda, and Pris, let me see your predictions for what you think is going to happen.
I think it's going to start out like it's going to get a big start. I mean, will it be in the millions? None of the shows are, but I think that it's going to get the curiosity factor the first episode or two, and then it's just going to level off. But I do think it'll do fine initially. They are smart about how they're rolling it out because it's going to premiere in the midst of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So that's going to give it the push it needs, even for non-Porsha stans. But after that, I think it'll level off. And Salt Lake City will still be in the mix as well. So
It will.
yeah, but I don't see it staying. I don't see it having a big sustained audience. No, I think this is a Porsha stan only situation.
It is, but you know what I think is going to happen? And mark my words, production, some people in production disagree with me, but you know what I think is going to happen? Porsha is, I just turned the lights on, you guys, if you didn't notice, right? The sun was going down. And before you know it, I was going to be sitting in a black room being like, yeah, and another thing. Let me tell you what's going to happen with Porsha's show. The same thing that's happened with Real Housewives of Atlanta, the same thing Bravo doesn't realize, right? There's going to be a few stands, right? There's going to be, but the majority of Porsha's stands don't actually watch the shows. They watch the viral clips. They watch the trailers. They watch the memes. That's not enough to sustain advertising dollars. That's actually what's going to happen. I mark my words on this. When they say it's going to be a breakout hit, no, there might be a little bit of curiosity, but unless that fight happens the first episode, right? Unless that fight happens the first episode, they are not going to stick through with it, right? Because they're not fans. They're like, girl, whatever, call me when the fight happens. And this is Bravo's problem, to your point, John, that you guys make sure you guys are, I think we're either going to do it Wednesday or Thursday. Subscribe and turn your notifications on for our live when we do a deep dive, playing pros and cons, right? Jonda is a lawyer, if you guys didn't notice, so we are going to have a legal eagle on the case, but they're going to watch the clips. They're going to watch the memes. They're going to do this. They're going to be like, yes, Porsha. Yes, you did it. Yeah, I would have did it too. Yeah, that's what you do. Not give you buck. They're going to be saying all that dumb 8th grade shit, right? And then nobody's really going to be watching the show. Nobody's really going to be watching the show. And this is what's going to happen. And this is what always, always, always happens, right? I will say there is some more exclusive tea that I do have on Porsha's show. Hey, Minky Finky. Like you said, I'm going to let you slide with saying my name wrong because I love you. This channel. Wait, how do you say your name? Mink? Minky Finky. Is that right? You know I'm dyslexic. Girl, help me out. Give me the phonetic spelling, girl. Please. Apologies. We're going to call you Queen, right? We're going to call you Queen. But I will say that I am spilling more exclusive tea behind the scenes, who Porsha was fighting, what Dennis and Simon were bucking up about, how that whole argument went, who was the first person to start, and also how Porsha is doing all that stuff, and a little bit behind the scenes tea on how Porsha was in Nigeria and she was supposed to be planning her wedding, but old habits die hard from what I hear. Old habits die hard from what I hear. And the thing is, again, with Simon, Simon thinks that he's putting one over on Porsha, but Porsha is actively looking for a replacement too, because let's not forget, and I'll tell you guys why on Friday the members only live for $4.99. Porsha, and again, this tea on Porsha, her fighting, all the stuff that happened on her show, I gave this tea a month and a half ago. So if you guys want new tea, I always have it first, right? I have it first. Lots of people do it just as good, but if you want the popping hot tea, go on and follow me. Now, I will say, right? So there's going to also, with old habits, Porsha has realized that Simon has hustler money. She realizes it's not legit money, right? And we're gonna talk about Simon's money and his businesses and his jobs and all that on the members only live too, right? I'll probably release it to you guys probably around the 28th or 29th, like, as the show comes on. I think I'm gonna appear with the Grace Report. We're gonna do something about this. Hopefully we're doing something also of Layla tells it all. Anyway, I will say that old habits die hard. And she's actually looking for a real Simon Gabodia, if you know what I mean, while she's over in Nigeria planning her wedding. So if Simon was smart, he would keep an eye on her if he was smart. But, old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. I also want to give this link for anybody that wants to come in. Oh, we got Mrs. G. Mason in the house. What's up, Miss G. Mason? What would you like to talk about? Oh, Miss G. Mason, you might want to mute or turn down. Hey, Miss G. Mason. Hey, what's going on? What? What?
I think I had to turn this thing off.
Yes. Listen. Porsha is not moving offshore because Simon don't got any money to move offshore. Listen, I'm gonna do a video about
you are love.
Yes, G. Mason. Mrs. G. Mason. Mrs. G. Mason, your signal's a little low, but let's see. Okay, babe. So let me tell you. Let me hear your opinion for what's going on.
You can hear me,
Miss Mason. I can hear you. Your screen might be frozen, but we can hear you.
Isn't it?
Just a little bit, but it's fine.
Oh.
What can we hear? What would you like to talk about?
No, I don't like this wireless setup.
Okay.
No, not just one. I love you, girl. Thank you for everything.
You.
I'm not watching the show. I'm gonna watch you.
You know what, Miss G. Mason? Thank you so much for that. And for everybody wondering, I am going to be recapping, right? Yes, Porsha said she slept with Apollo. Porsha has touched everyone in Atlanta. And we are not slut shaming Porsha. We're just saying, God damn, girl, like, is this all trick and got you? Listen, y'all. All right, Miss Mason. Yes, thank you, Miss Mason. This is all I was saying is that's what, listen, if I was a prostitute, you guys would know. Because I would be flying above you peasants, telling my security that my tricks pay for to move the peasants out the way while I took my fleet of Rolls Royce to my private planes and had people feed me grapes and figs dipped in honey and yogurt until I got where I was going. You guys would know. I see listen, do what you need to do to get ahead. I don't judge. I am literally postmodern feminist. But goddamn, if you're going to do it, can you at least have something to show for it? That's my point. If you're going to do it, can you at least have something to show for it? That's it. Listen.
I agree. I agree. If you're gonna do it on the struggle bus, just cut out all of the extra and do seeking arrangements. At least that way you don't have to pretend to be in love and be somebody's girlfriend and all kinds of stuff. Everybody will know what they're doing from the jump.
Listen, G. Sawyer said those blessings come somewhere, but not from God. Lorinda, welcome to the chat. Let's get Lorinda to talk. What's going on, Lorinda?
Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tissa. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, Lorinda.
I hope I don't have too much of a delay. Just wanted to pop in. Congratulations to B, staying with you for the past 3 months. She's amazing.
She is.
Yes. I was in the chat, so I was busy texting, putting my comments in, and it was all lively in the chat. Like, we are getting on this Porsha thing, but no one's watching. I'm not watching Porsha. I'll watch your recaps. And, I love your imitation of Simon's voice. Oh, my God.
Simon's voice sounds like, for y'all that don't know, Simon's real voice sounds like, I don't know what your baby means. With his no neck. I don't know what the... And before y'all say, don't get on his looks. We're not talking about his looks. We're talking about his ugly inside, all right? Critical thinking. It just so happens it flows outside, right? So he was like, I don't know what's going on. This and that, right? Simon, but in the preview, that's why Simon is saying dumb stuff, right? Because in the preview, he knows his voice sounds like that. So he is literally, that's why he's only saying a few words because he's faking his voice. It's like me, if you're just like, hey, T says something, and I'm just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Right? I can only say 4 words at a time before my real voice comes out. What do you mean? I would never do that. And listen, he's literally and the thing is, the voice. Listen, I know reality TV is fake, but it's interesting when you see the fake personas people choose to put on. Simon chose to put on a fake voice and a fake persona, and the persona he wanted was a dirt bag fake mafioso guy.
Right.
The persona you wanted, you could have been anyone in the world, and you wanted to be a dirt bag girl. I can't. I said,
And he couldn't keep it up. I mean,
no.
the fakeness, you can't keep it up. And Porsha is resorting back to who she was originally. All that fake anger management, all that. Come on. And the thing is, like, she's a really interesting person. She's made lemonade out of those lemons. I mean, she's a bit shallow. However,
True.
I mean, you would
True,
think.
I'll give you that. True. She took a situation where she could have been one in a million girls, and she made herself that one girl. So I give it to her. But judging by the way she sees, listen, I don't want to be the moral police because it's not like I'm a good person. Am I in church preaching the 7 deadly sins? No. But I think I'm a good person. At least I'm passable. Cut to everybody in my family texting me right now like, that's a lie. Let's see what happens, right? Cut to my boyfriend, all my friends in my family probably on group chats right now, like, call her out, call in, drop the they're like, drop the chat link. It's how we blow her spot up. But my whole thing is, there is something about doing things with integrity. Where are your limits? Where are your limits? And the thing is, you can claw your way up, right? But that's why when you get to the top, the people, because here's the thing, nobody ever stays at the top. No one does, right? But when you falter, the people that you uplifted while you were on your way, nobody said you had to put anybody above yourself, but the people you treated well as you went up, they support you when things get rocky so you don't fall down. They are then your base that lift you up so you can stay at the top. Porsha's playing that dangerous game because when you kick and claw your way up to the top, yeah, you'll get to the top, but guess what? The minute things start to fall off, you will plummet down because everybody's been waiting. Everybody's been salivating, saying you're going to get what you deserve. But she's not thinking about that.
Those same people who she passed getting to the top and stepped over are going to be the same people she see as she plummets down, and they're going to stand on the side and be like, well, and I like Shamia, and I see how she does Shamia, like, doesn't want Shamia to get that shine, but Shamia is also busy being a real housewife and raising her child, and I just feel like with Porsha, I mean, I don't feel like her mothering. I'm worried. I'm concerned.
Listen, we need to go talk. Like, listen, here's the thing, right? And let's go into the preview, right? First of all, she's getting her kisses from her man, right? Everybody don't like Simon. Portia's playing her. What? But he's so nice to me. You know, Portia likes to play stupid, right? Which is getting old because, like, I talk about this with erotic currency, right? The reason why people value youth is not because a 20-year-old maybe looks better than a 40 or 6-year-old. It's the fact that even the dumbest 40-year-old is smarter than the smartest 20-year-old. Do you know what I'm saying? So Portia's whole, what are you talking about? Wide-eyed thing. That shit is getting old, right?
Absolutely.
So looking at that, the producers don't even want Simon in the thing because his shit's been blown up so much, right? His shit's been blown up so much by yours truly and other people, right? That,
your deep dives.
Listen, the fact that he's not even verified on Instagram, the fact that you go to his comment section and it's all the paid commentators. Listen, though not one person in his comment section have an American name and they're all repeating the same thing. Every time you go into someone's comment section and you see 100 people being like, God bless you, you're a man of God. Girl, shut up. They're paid paid. You literally went to a troll farm and you gave the troll 20 things to say, and all the trolls are saying it, and none of them have an American name. And when you click on them, they got 0 followers, but they're following 1,486 people, or they have 14,000 followers and they're following 14,001. That's another clue, because all the trolls follow each other. That's how deep these troll farms get. They create all these fake bot accounts, and then the bots follow each other, and then you go to a farm and you pay them to actually comment on your post, give you engagement. But when you see it, it's not real engagement. Y'all want to see real engagement? Y'all want to see real engagement? Go to the shade room comments. Go to the shade room comments and look at that thing off of the Porsha thing. Girl, listen. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Listen, hold on. You know what? This is the scary thing about this too. You know the scary thing about this is that Simon is such a single white female. Y'all ain't noticed, but Simon naturally talks like this. Y'all notice now he's trying to get the voice and the Candace and the candor, the tenor, and the voice modulation of Dennis. He's literally trying to imitate the way Dennis speaks now. He was around a man and was like, even for Simon to be like, hold on. He's like, even for Simon to be like, I just want that man to say the F out of our business with his fake tough guy mafioso. Dennis already posted under your fiance's picture talking about, damn, I want that old thing back. No one respects you, Simon. Literally, Fallon didn't even respect him. It's just, I can't. It breaks my heart. But then we went into the other stuff. Hold on. And the screams. How are you on vacation in luxury? People screaming like it's a murder. Listen to this mess. I'll take mentally stable for 200, Alex. Listen, they were screaming like it was a murder scene. Porsha literally said, fuck that. I'm taking it way back to Real Housewives. No, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Porsha, y'all, but literally, we're going to review the show. I'm going to reveal more exclusive tea Friday. Members only. Sign up. If you sign up, you can listen to all the other exclusive tea. Y'all swear I just had to come on this live and tell y'all I told y'all so. Let me drop this link one more time and let's read some of these comments. Oh yeah, and thank you everybody. Hold on. Thank you, everybody. Just Jonda and Pris B. I'm going to drop you guys back in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining. And let's read a few of these comments. But listen, G. Sawyer said, Porsha's screaming like it's Halloween. Porsha's not screaming. That's people from the restaurant. And let me tell y'all something. If I'm on vacation, like I am now, chilling with my blue eyeshadow and my rosy lips, I'm putting up the Makeup and Mess tomorrow. You guys, follow Makeup and Mess. I literally do my makeup and talk gossip and spill tea. It's a really, really good time. If I'm here with my delightful blue eyeshadow and my perfectly brown lips eating at my vacation food, and somebody with a camera starts grabbing boom mics and trying to like sweep the floor, please know that would be me. Right? Yes, I could fight. Yeah, but I didn't come here for all this. It's literally like just watching like pandemonium. Like, who fights on vacation? Who grabs boom mics? Like just Jonda said, how the hell did you have some type of creative input in your show? How the hell did you have the one time to show everybody who you truly were? But you know what? Though? Porsha showed everybody who she truly was. And the question is, when are we going to start to believe her? And mark my words, for when Bravo says they have a viral hit, people are going to watch for the fight. They are 100% going to watch for the fight. But I can 100% say that the majority of people are just going to watch the clips. They're going to watch the outtakes. They're going to watch the ones where Porsha's sitting there like, That's what they're going to watch. And no one's actually watching that show. Watch to see how these ratings develop. I mean it. And for reality TV gold, haven't we moved past, and this is for all y'all, haven't we moved past watching people act a damn fool on reality TV? Can we have some laughs? Can we have some giggles? Can we have some true like warmth Again, and I know what people are saying, like, oh, nobody wants to see it. That's not true. Nobody wants to see it the way Bravo makes it boring, but somebody needs to start a new thing. And that's another thing, Porsha. Zeus did it better. If y'all really want to see some good old fashioned effery, and y'all want to see some good effery, go watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. Watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. You will see Jocelyn is, hey, thank you, B. B said, what happened to Simon's children? Are they in the family spinoff show? They barely showed it. They barely showed it because they realized it was a boring thing. Listen, I tried to get to this point earlier, but y'all know I changed topics. Porsha and her own spinoffs when she wasn't fighting, nobody cared. People like to look at Porsha for the train wreck, right? But nobody cared when she was having a baby. Nobody cared when she was with Dennis. Those ratings were abysmal. They couldn't even beat Tardy for the Party. Simon's children are going to appear in a very limited thing. But now that they've moved the drama to Porsha's family at Porsha's directive, right? Now that they moved the problem, she's a executive producer. Now that they moved it to Porsha's family and Porsha left them out to dry, y'all. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm going to listen, but here's my whole thing. This is why we love Porsha. This is why we love Jocelyn. Jocelyn is messy. Jocelyn is problematic. Jocelyn at one time is the hero, the villain, the princess, the dragon, and the knight all at once. Jocelyn is all that, and she embraces it, and we have no choice either to love it or hate it. I happen to love her. Jocelyn's Cabaret, if you want to see some chaos, some fighting, if you want to be thoroughly in, but this is the thing, even outside of the fighting, it's so entertaining. It's so entertaining, even outside of the fighting. So that's what makes me think, if you want to see that, there are people that do it better. There are people that do it better. But how many times are we going to watch Porsha act a damn fool and then cry in the guy's arms that's holding her back? Like, ah! How are we supposed to? You are 40 years old. You're 40 years old with what, a 4-year-old? How old is PJ? With a beautiful little baby girl. How long? How long? I ask you, how long until my people are free? I ask you, right? Listen, Crystal, you're right. Jocelyn is a whole bipolar mess. We've seen for at least 4. She is, and I love her for it, but she embraces it. She embraces it. Look what happened to Tamar and David's relationship after their spinoff. Exactly. Again, Bravo's talking about it's a reality TV show. Bravo, you know all I got to say in the words of Pedro win a case. Win a case. That's what I got to say to Bravo. Talk about this is reality TV gold, and it might get ratings, but I'm guessing it's going to get ratings on the playback, on the after show. Bravo, win a case. Win a case, Bravo. Get another hit show. Win a case, and then we'll talk, right? Crystal said, how many personalities have we seen from Porsha? We haven't seen different personalities, but we've seen different storylines, right? Listen, David and Simon, but let me tell you something, right? We cannot feel sorry for Porsha. Porsha is willing. Porsha is not a victim. Porsha, the way she sat in front of her grandmother and family and said, I'm his 4th wife. And what? And what? She revels in this mess. She loves this mess. Let me tell y'all something. Who she appears to be and who she constantly shows us are 2 different people. I'm going to believe the consistent. I'm going to believe the person that has no boundaries. I'm going to believe the person that does not respect other people's relationships. I'm going to believe the person that's always fighting, making up lies, and doing vicious, hurtful things. That's who she's shown me consistency she is. That shit where she's like, dancing in the fun party, girl. We saw that when she was over at Fallon's house, sleeping with her man the whole time. Y'all can believe that mess if you want. And this is nothing against her personally. We are literally just talking about who she actually is. That's all. This is what she said. Listen. Hey, what's up, Judgy Justice? Welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome
thank
back.
you.
Judgy Justice had a few more things. You guys, I'm going to drop the link one more time for a few people to call in. And then, you guys, if you want more tea, watch my Makeup and Mess tomorrow. I'm dropping some new tea. And then also, if you guys want to join my live, on Friday, I'm dropping even more behind the scenes TV. Girl, we're going to rip this thing apart so much, y'all not even going to have to watch it because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen in episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, let me roll that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Because the 8 episodes,
Yeah.
sure, right? So what's up, Judgy? Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I was writing to you a super chat because I wanted to send you some money because I really enjoy your live.
Thank you.
And but honestly, I really think that Porsha Portia's just so sad and so confused in a sense, but not confused because we know that she knows what she's doing. She's just confused about what she wants to showcase. And it's like these things are colliding. It's like watching like these two personalities just collide. Because she's trying to showcase that she's like this loving, you know, girl. Then it's also I'm this hot summer girl, and then it's also I'm a family person, and then it's just like why, none of this is you. I
Mm.
understand everybody has a fun side, but none of this is you. And like the fact that it's taken us up to now, well, majority of us, I'm sure Tisa was already on it, but the majority of us now to realize that every season she comes with a different person. First she was the church girl, then she was the princess of Thotlandia, then she was this and that, and it's now, and then also she's nicknamed P Willie. So I don't know why you want to be called P Willie.
Because she's busting it open. And listen, it's when she became P Willie. Porsha is that's why her and Simon are they're both clout chasers. Portia's just better at covering it up. Porsha became P Willie because that iteration of her started getting her all these mass followers on Instagram. That's why she stuck with the P Willie. The wife, people are like, yawn, the this, yawn, the that, yawn. P Willie came up and people are like, oh, okay, I like this. But that's also because I think it's closest to her personality, right? She loves hopping in the lady pool. She loves drinking. She loves smoking. Well, I don't know if she smokes, right? But she loves drinking. She loves the Henny. She loves getting wild, busting it open, having a good time. Nothing wrong with that. But there's a fakeness when you're trying to act like, oh no, I would never, ada.
Yeah.
She P Willie stuck, I think, because it's not her personality, but it's the closest we've seen thus far of who she actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're
Listen,
saying exactly. Because I think that's really who she is. I agree with that, and I think that we're getting closer and closer figuring out who she really is. But then it's like she tries to dash behind these more smoke and mirrors before we can get there. And it's like I really want to know what it is that she's what she really wants out of all of this, because it's very conflicting again, because it's like why you want to be like, because the pursuit of Porsha, even the cover of the book and like the feeling you get from that book to what you see in this trailer, and it's just like that you were coming out with a book, and it's like why would you even want these two things to like coincide like this?
listen, because at the end of the day, the book's not paying her anything. That show might be something that she can live off and support herself. I'll tell you what Portia wants. She's not that difficult to read. Portia wants power. She wants fame. She wants money, right? Portia wants to be sexually free, right? And Portia wants to be celebrated for it. And that fourth one of being celebrated for it is where she gets into problems, because Portia is this is just my opinion, right? From what I've seen of her, from what people have told me, and just from like me guessing human nature. That fifth part is the one that eludes her, being celebrated for. Not just celebrated by the public, but celebrated by herself. Portia was raised in a very conservative house. Portia does not feel free being herself sexually because she deeply believes that there is something wrong with it, or she thinks that it is embarrassing, or she thinks she's going to shame her family or her parents. Portia knows in her heart of hearts that the people she cares about, the way she was raised, 100% looks down on being loose woman, drinking, smoking, this and that. So in a weird way, everything who Portia truly is, she feels herself that she cannot celebrate herself. And because she looks down on herself with shame, she thinks everybody else is. It's also that whole point. Hey, Latonya, thank you. It's also that point of a lot of times when people hide their real self, they feel like they won't be accepted. Portia's problem is she has put on so many fake faces that
Yeah.
she might have a point. Maybe her fan group, this isn't as simple as you feeling awkward and shy and not knowing how to express yourself, and then you blossom and you open up. No, that's just a natural point of, hey, welcome Brianna Tumos to the Tattle Tells. Welcome Brianna Tumos. Welcome. But listen, this isn't as simple as Portia literally being like, oh my God, I wish I had the courage to be me. I think on a certain level, at this point, with 6.4 million followers, and every season she has a new reiteration, I think she knows that there's something that the public is going to reject, that they aren't going to like, and she's not going to let that all go to hell. That's why she keeps putting out fake versions of herself. You know, she knows on a certain level there's something dark that she's hiding there. Now, that said, Porsha
What do you
is
think
very,
what do you think that's dark that she might be hiding? I know we're just doing this allegedly, but what do you think is
I mean,
like the
allegedly,
dark
I think that Porsha has been through a lot of trauma. I think she's been taken advantage of by a lot of people. I think that she's experienced a lot of physical trauma. I don't want to get into it, but I think that trauma really broke her on a certain level. And we've all been through trauma. But you look at, and I don't know Mia. I haven't paid Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac. I haven't paid enough attention to Mia. But from what I've noticed of her, there's two types of people when you get broken. Some people rise up and they become the person that's like, nothing's going to stop me and no one's ever going to take the smile off of my face. And other people become the people that broke them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that Porsha has given it
that broke them.
Yeah, and she's given it to her base for Porsha was treated like this. She was lied to. She was this. She had people use her without a bandage. And now it's her turn. And now, which is why I think her and Simon are equally ilk. Some people literally say, I was hurt and I want to make sure that nobody else was ever hurt the way I was. And other people are like, I want everybody on heaven, hell, and in this earth to feel the pain I did. And if I hurt you, so what? That's the way the world is. Porsha, and I think that's what Porsha's problem is. She's turning into the monsters that maybe took advantage of her, right? Maybe. Again, this is just armchair psychology. A real psychologist can call in and say, but I really honestly do think that's what's the problem, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And you said, hey, girl said, so as a woman, you traumatize other women. If she's all these things, I cannot feel. Well, exactly. Listen, I used to feel sorry for Porsha too. You guys know I'm very, very pro-woman. But I talked to enough people. I saw things, information that I can't share with you guys here. But I can share my members only live because it's a closed chat. Sign up, $4.99. You won't be sorry. You can cancel at any time.
I'm definitely going to be there for that.
Yes. But I can share some of the stuff on my members only live. But again, Porsha is not a victim. She is not a victim. No. And Simon did not seduce her. She was a willing participant. And not only that, she revels in it. Let's not forget there is something in Porsha's dynamic where, and I think it might have to do, right? Riri Navy said, hey everyone, no one watch your show, so they're flops, right? We don't gotta worry about that. People are just gonna be watching the viral clips. But there's something that happened, and I think it's from watching her dad abandon not just her mom, but completely abandon her. And then watch him be a loving dad to Lauren and Lauren's mom. I think Porsha has a weird, in my opinion, kink where she loves breaking up other people's relationships because she looks at in that situation as a child that Lauren's mom was the powerful one. Lauren's mom had her dad's love so much that it sucked the love away from Porsha and her mom. And in Porsha's head, she looked at that as true power. She looked at Lauren's mom as being powerful and wanted and desired and all this stuff. And now Porsha has a weird kink where she likes to get in between relationships because now she's Lauren's mom. Now she's powerful. Now she's desired. And I think she likes pulling them away from their responsibilities. What's up, Red Lily Hustler? Go on, girl. Let's get your comments on this. I know you got a lot.
Hi, Tisa. When I saw the preview of the trailer, I was like, this is a train wreck. And I feel that Porsha felt like she had to go all out there because she had nothing else to lose. And what I mean by that, like you said, all these things and all these different things they were presenting that were not going to work. So she just felt like, F it, I'm going to just go all out there. So she didn't give her best self. And that's why we see her fighting. Because she feel like, okay, I got to make it work at this point. Simon doesn't have what he claims he has. I'm just going to put it all out there. And she took a big risk, and I don't know if it's going to work.
You know what? I do agree she took a great risk. I do agree with producers that she set up the Hosea side of the family because she don't mess with them like that anyway, right?
Yeah.
Lauren and her mom are the only ones that seem to be off limits. And Lauren and her mom, that's up for debate. You never know, right? Because I believe that if you'll turn on people, where's the loyalty? Is eventually is a thing. But I agree with you that she felt like she had to go all in. The book wasn't happening. She left This Nation. And don't forget, she left This Nation, I think, before they were
Yes.
even done filming. She left Real Housewives of Atlanta, but that's because she knew that if she stepped foot on Real Housewives of Atlanta, first of all, they weren't thinking about keeping her. But if she stepped foot on Real Housewives of Atlanta, whatever little good girl image that people love so much, they would have completely ripped it apart, right? And she would have been back to fighting on screen. And the fact that she's on her own show, like just Jonda said, you have the chance to show yourself and you choose to go back to those ways. I don't know.
It's hard.
Wait, it's the Decatur in her.
Yes.
I don't even want to say that because I know lots of girls from Decatur that is about it, right?
Yeah,
Listen,
it was just a joke about that, guys.
Listen,
Don't come for me. It
we
was just a joke.
listen, we have so many things. Listen, all we can say from this takeaway is the show's gonna be a hot ghetto mess. It's gonna be a train wreck. If people watch it, it is gonna be a train wreck. Simon hasn't seen his kids since filming. Who knows if they'll even show up in the show, right? Porsha is back to her old tricks, and they are equally suited for them. I hope, listen, we can all say what we want about Porsha, but at the end of the day, she got to kiss Simon every night. So I guess, you know what? Karma came back hard. She got to kiss Simon every night, and Simon's whole little fake world is going to be ripped apart once this show starts filming. Simon wanted to be respected so much. He wanted to be famous so much by hook or crook, but Simon's image is so important to him.
Yes.
And the fact that the reason you're famous, right? Yo, let's give a shout out to P. Franklin. Welcome to the Tattle Tells family. What's up, P. Franklin? But the fact that the way the world is being introduced to you. Oh, and also Desiree Hyson. What's up, Miss Hyson? Shout out to you too. But the fact that the way you're being introduced to this world, and again, on YouTube, we know Simon, right? Sunday Omni, Dirty Simon. We all know that, right? But the way you're being introduced to the world is by holding back your 40-year-old fiance while she's taking the boom thing and literally hitting people over the head with it. And when you guys find out on my members only live who she's fighting, it's like, yeah. And then Simon got the nerve to be talking about fathers and what makes you a father. Simon, you ain't even pay your kids' way, your two oldest kids' way that don't mess with you. You didn't even pay their way through college. Shut up. Like, just shut up, Simon, right? But listen, Simon hasn't seen his kids. Porsha, and again, isn't it odd that Porsha's comfortable with that dynamic? Why? Because now Simon hasn't seen his kids, but guess what? Her and PJ are now Lauren and Lauren's mom. You see the way that look? A man that's not even taking care of his other family, other kids, not even going there. I'm taking care. I mean, like, I don't know if he's paying child support. To me, you need more than a check. What I'm saying to be safe. So a man that literally has 5 kids that you're not really involved in any of the kids' life, I would not be proud for them to say they're going to play daddy to my child. But again, I think that's Portia's sick little kink, right? You love me and my daughter more than anything, any of your blood, any of your thing. And that's why Porsha is
childhood, like you said, back to her childhood.
Back to the childhood, right? Back to the childhood. But isn't that where all our issues stem from? The only thing is we can watch Porsha on TV, see the fake persona she puts on, see what she does, and it go. But anyway, you guys, we're going to wrap this up. I actually have to make a phone call. I've been getting texts. I got to make a phone call. I got more juice. My sources are blowing up my phone. So I'm going to have more exclusive juice. I'm going to do something for Makeup and Mess tomorrow. And then we're also going to have Friday is when it really jumps off. $4.99, cancel at any time. Yes, I'm selling this. I'm slinging this like I'm the Muslim nation, the nation of Islam on the corner selling bean pies and sweet potato pies, 3 for $10. I'm slinging my memberships. Y'all get in. Speaking of which, I saw the live Lily did. Lily did a Lily Lives cooking show. It was so cool when she did her Lily pies. It was so cute. But I'm slinging my membership. We're going to get into it on Friday. And thank you, B, for being the best moderator. Thank you, Mel, NYC Reviews. Thank you, Judgy Justice, Lily, not paid by anyone, Kimmy, everybody, Pros. Who else am I missing? Oh, Miss G Mason, everybody that called in, thank you so much. And I will see y'all tomorrow because we're going to go live tomorrow. If I got more juice, yeah, we're going to go live tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll definitely see you guys Friday. All right?
Good night,
everybody. Bye.